That's going to be the first thing people hear. It's just a deep inhalation of... Oh. All right.
Just waking Bob up from cryogenics, that's all.
Okay,
Yeah, I get frozen between episodes.
Frozen 1 or 2?
Rough. You're lucky we're not playing yet.
Man, I think I mentioned this already before. Kayla?
Which
Yeah?
Frozen movie? Are we talking about the one where they get caught on a ski lift?
What? Are you thinking about the train?
No, they get caught on a ski lift, and then like one of them has the bright idea to jump out and break their legs.
That is very much the wrong... That isn't even the name of that movie, and I know which one you're talking about, too.
What is he talking about?
Just look up ski lift horror film.
Maybe later. But we watched Moana a week or two ago, and I enjoyed it. But then I when The Rock can't sing. What? No. It was just the most obvious auto-tuning ever. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to The Edge of Despair, where we talk about Disney movies. Actually, that's
Welcome, bitch. We're already there.
That's not wrong. We do talk about Disney stuff now. So
Technically speaking, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so at the end of the last episode, we got into a fight with some Thundercats on Trolgana. Yeah, they're Thundercats. Mecha Thundercats. But joining me in this fight against cats on Munificats, as always, are the rest of the crew of the Avidon Hale. Joining me as Vuz, we have Sleverd.
I stand corrected, Kalo. Frozen is actually the name of that movie.
Yeah, I know. You fucking thought. And it's an awful movie.
I'm so sorry.
All right, Sleverd, Inertial, Kalo, and Bob are all here. If you are on episode 20 and you don't know who we are, then you might want to watch the other 19 first, because this is probably a bad place to join the campaign. Actually, no, if you haven't seen anything and you're here, just watch the episode. It's great. You'll love it.
Why would you try and detract your viewers? Wait a minute.
Well, I want people to get the most out of their viewing experience here on Corey Loses. So even if that means one or two fewer viewers, but everyone has more fun because they go back and watch the rest of the series, then
I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
You've been. No fun allowed.
Oh yeah, we're getting attacked by giant death cats. So yeah, no one's having fun. We're gonna shoot some cats though. So,
or try to.
PETA, please.
So last time on the Edge of Despair, you guys landed on Cholgana and did some exploration. You scanned the planet, found the crash site, found a crashed escape pod, investigated that, found out that it was some people deserting the ship a little early, found an unnervingly crushed skeleton, and you disintegrated the legs off a Nexu. It was only one Nexu now, and now there are three, because when you got to the crash site of the Munificent and started exploring, you went up to the bridge, found a recording, which seemed to... There we go. Which seemed to...
Explode?
Well, it seemed to imply that Harsel had and everyone else, like, there had been a big crash landing, and it seemed to imply that everyone had died, but Vuz seemed to realize that it seemed to have been doctored in some way, and the recording had ended earlier than what the actual recording was. So you found that on the bridge and on the security deck, in the security computers. Or did you find it on the bridge? I don't think you did find it on the bridge, did you? You just went up to the bridge and found literally nothing.
Yeah, it all exploded when we went up there. But
basically started falling to pieces. And so you got back down the turbo lift shaft and ended up you're heading back towards the back of the ship now, trying to get towards the treasure vaults on this Munificent class, the Narsha Law. And you ran into 3 cybernetic Nexu. The gang had triumphantly made their way across the gap, except for Walden and Arnort, who are having to take the long way round, and came face to face with a bunch of cybernetically enhanced Nexu. I will reread the introduction of the Nexu because Why not? With a vicious roar, a blur of metal and fur erupts from the darkness of the wreckage. Four-legged creatures, all teeth and claws, leap at you. In a split second, you realize they are powerful Nexu. Worse, they appear to be cybernetically enhanced. All sport metal-reinforced claws and some sort of armored helmet or cap and collar. The claws of one Nexu crackle with white-blue energy against the ground as it lands after each leap. Another flashes a radiant grin with polished metal teeth. The last and largest appears to have had its prehensile double tail plated in interlocking scale armor that terminates in a spiked club on each tail end. So
I want that tail.
Just use that in place of an arm.
Yes. Can that be my arm?
So the first thing the three of you who've encountered the Nexu need to do is, well, roll Destiny. Let's see what the Force has in store for our players this time.
What?
Hey, one light.
2 light.
1 dark.
Too dark.
Kalo,
Three.
inertial. You're really not doing your part here.
So we have 3 and 3.
Oh, but I am. I'm secretly on the Nexus side.
Oh shit!
That cybernetic is a droid.
Wow, what a twist! We need to give the writers a raise.
I didn't know we had hired M. Night to do our storyboarding.
Okay, so these creatures are terrifying. I need all 3 of you who've seen them for the first time to roll a hard fear check. So that's hard against your discipline to find out if you're scared. And
Am I still immune to
your
fear?
inspiring captain is not with you, so good luck with that.
Yeah,
Delete all the dice, sorry.
is Vernon's fear immunity gone?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Am I the god we need?
Oh my god! Thar is unafraid of these.
I want that tail.
He's ready. He's gonna punch his way through them. Or shock them.
You said cool?
Discipline.
Discipline.
Oh, wait, that was wrong. That was very
that was
wrong.
not your discipline.
It's okay, I want to reroll that.
Okay, so this is your discipline.
Alright, that's actually it, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Failures. The robot
Okay,
is terrified.
You're going to take
The
a
robot
setback.
is not like this.
You're going to take a setback to all of your rolls for the duration of the encounter.
Alright.
You have 3 willpower?
Who, me? Oh,
Oh no, Corey does, yeah. Buzz does. 1 success, 2 threat. So with 2 threat, you take 2 strain. You manage
unconscious
to...
yet?
No, he's halfway there.
I'm a tanky boy,
Why
so
are you with
Thank
8
you, boy.
strain? What?
because I like having fun and making jokes, and Bob doesn't enjoy fun. That's my takeaway from the campaign.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're upset by the arrival of these, but you're steeling yourself against them. You just had to.
I can do
Some of
this.
your mental fortitude. Okay, let me see. So they've got.
They only might eat me.
Well,
I don't know
who
why I'm
knows?
moving
Maybe
towards
because-
Gohan.
Maybe they don't have stomachs.
Okay, so now we need you to roll initiative. So could you 3 roll your vigilance, please?
Fuck, I don't remember what.
So that's a simple vigilance check. So there's no difficulty involved here.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
That's
Continue.
fine. Looks like inertia will go first then.
Yeah, and I'm going to take a strain to add 1 success to this. So
Okay,
3
so
and 1.
3 success and 1 advantage. That's pretty
That's
nice.
a really powerful skill. What on earth?
It is, yeah.
That is so good. What the hell?
I feel like the
Level
sound of the
15
dice
vigilance.
coming in really undercuts the severity of this situation. Boop boop
There we are.
boop.
There's
Ooh, hey!
2 advantage. Okay, and Walden, you are in the corridor, but you can hear the terrified scream of
Buzz.
The robot.
of
The robot.
Of the robot,
yeah,
yes.
of Vernon. Yeah,
101010.
yeah, precisely. So could you roll? But of course, you're some distance away. So could you roll vigilance with 1 setback?
Sure. Get back over to my vigilance roll here. Yeah.
He just rolled better than all of us somehow.
Unfortunately, his distance away means that he only got 4 advantages there. and 1 failure. Okay.
Bro, you
Now the
suck.
Nexu are going to roll. And now the Nexu, on their stealth check to attack you guys, they rolled 3 advantage and 1 triumph. So I'm going to give them all a boost and an upgrade on their cool checks, because they took you by complete surprise. So they know what's coming.
I'm also going to add 3 extra critical hits to everything they do. And...
It's okay, they're not rolling that well.
Yet. I'm just waiting
See?
for the other
It's
foot to
quite
drop.
bad.
Or other shoe to drop. I don't know why a foot would drop.
Yeah, just wait for the Praetorian Nexu to come in.
Oh, 5 advantage? What are these guys doing? This is very disappointing. Despite having the drop on you, they do not roll very well. Okay, so let's see. Coming in first is a player character, followed by
Thanks,
player
Vernon.
character, followed by 2 Nexu, followed by 1 player character, a Nexu, and bringing up the rear, Walden's roll. Okay.
Bob's a little quiet. I'll turn him up.
So who would like to go first?
Jesus Christ. That was too loud.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was probably quiet because I was looking down at my.
No, I turned you down a bit earlier. I was playing with everyone's volume. But
Hey, Vernon, can you grab the one in the middle and I'll get the one on the right?
So I've if you mouse over them, you'll see I've labeled them with what their ability is. So you can choose which one you
Oh,
want to go
actually.
after.
I do have a grenade on me.
So
They're
do
short
I!
range. They're at short range, but they're not engaged with each other.
Okay, so yeah.
So blast will not affect all of them.
It'll
Affect one,
get
2
2
or
of them,
just
right?
1?
Just 1. Basically, they're all spaced. They're all spaced out.
Oh, well, that's
That's lame.
convenient.
Let me bop him. Let me give him the bop.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I'm about to die. I feel it.
Okay, so it's at short range, so you need to take a maneuver to get up there and smack him.
Gonna
Okay, going after
take
the one with the teeth.
Yeah.
So take 2 strain, please, to aim.
Yes, sir. 1 second. Second.
Bob,
Okay.
how delicious do I look to them right now?
You look pretty tasty.
Okay.
Here than expected.
Okay.
Does it look correct,
So,
Bob?
the difficulty is you don't have a setback. You
Yes,
have
I do. Wait, what?
2 difficulty. You're not afraid, are you? Remember?
Yeah, you're succeeding.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the difficulty. It's difficulty, not
It's
setback.
average, yes. Average difficulty. 2 difficulty dice.
Because of the fucked up arm.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, with the fucked up arm.
Yeah. I'm trying to roll legit here,
That's an
Bob.
upgrade. That's
Guys,
an
we don't swear on this fucking channel, so...
Actually, it would be. Actually, it increases. So if we go back to the crippled,
upgrade.
increase difficulty.
So
So it
boost.
actually makes it hard. And I would say that you do need to use both hands to deal with this Nexu, because it's
I
big
don't know what that means.
and scary. So increase versus upgrade. If you upgrade, you turn a die from an 8-sided to a 12-sided. If you increase, you add another die. So basically, you've gone from average difficulty to hard difficulty.
Okay.
Damn. Two
I would
success,
like
two
to
threat.
flip a big destiny point.
Okay. Destiny point. Go ahead, flip that destiny point. So, how much strain damage are you doing to this poor Nexu?
So we make a brawl check, then instead of dealing the damage, we deal equivocal to ranks of medicine. That's fine.
So you have 5
And
ranks of
then-
medicine, plus your brawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
That's
4, so
4.
that's 9.
And then we add my intellect, which is 4.
So 13.
Yeah.
Plus the success, which is 2. So 15 uncancelled strain. Okay.
He better
Alright
be
then.
shaken. Wait a minute.
Yeah, so the Nexu, like, you see it, like, the stuff arc across its cybernetics, and it roars at you. With the 2 threat, it's going to take... let me think.
Oh wait, can they do stuff in response to threat? That's
From
crazy.
threat, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
totally. Yeah, so I can do things like perform an immediate free maneuver.
It's basically a reverse advantage. So
Yeah. So I'm going to perform an immediate free maneuver and have this one run over to tasty looking Fuzz over there.
hey,
It doesn't like Thar very much.
do you
so
want to
it
be
closes-
petted?
It closes to engaged range with Fuzz, and basically corners you to a certain extent.
Ronan,
up against
help me.
Fuzz. Okay, next player character. Who would like to go next?
Make sure you grab the one I haven't hit.
Can I go?
Go for it. Yeah.
All right, I am going to. Can I get away, like
Whip it
back
with your tail.
here?
Yeah, I allow. Yeah, but if you start to head towards that corner, you are going to be penned in that corner.
All right,
But yes, you can take a maneuver to step back to that corner.
and this is chasm, not wall, right?
Right. So
here?
basically, to describe the scene to everyone, this area here, behind where this jagged area is, this is a chasm that the player's got over. You can look down that and you can see the lake below. To your guys' left, you can see the shell of the outer hull of the craft ripped apart in places. There's pieces peeling off, and the decking plates you're on are not directly connected anymore to the outer hull. Basically, the left side of the corridor you're on has fallen away, and you're just looking at the outer hull here. And you're looking at it from the inside. The shafts of light piercing through, glinting off the Nexu's cybernetics.
So I have a clear shot at this at Captain Claus, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to pull out, or I think I already had. Did I have my disruptor out? Either way, I'm gonna pull it out if I need to take strain for that for the maneuver.
So yes, take 2 strain, please.
Okay.
You did not have it out because you were swinging across the chasm.
Okay. And I'm going to shoot that thing.
Okay, could you make an easy range light check, please? And I'm going to flip a destiny point and upgrade that.
Hey. Don't miss.
Damn, good hit.
Whoa,
Two success. Okay. Also, this is disruptor.
So it's 12 damage, I believe.
Vicious
Yeah.
stuff.
Base 10.
And you're shooting at the Nexu.
I'm shooting at
with
Captain Claus.
Claws, yes. So that's... Okay, and I presumably you want to hit a critical hit on that.
I would like to
Okay, if you want to roll the D100.
get in that tower. Fall out of that tower. Okay.
Okay, so that's a 23 plus vicious. What vicious rate? Vicious 4. I
Vicious
believe.
4.
Yes, so that's a 63.
So I think it hits the minimum. Right? I think it's
Oh
like
yes, and of
69.
course, yes. The minimum is the minimum on a disruptor is, I believe, crippled.
Any critical injury results are changed to crippled unless result is more grievous. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's damage 10, criticals 2, advantage, but I don't need that.
Okay, so you hit.
Halo has crippled, by the way, so you can copy off of his.
Oh yeah, well I've got it now. So this one here has crippled. I'm going to say because you're shooting at it and it's facing you, you hit its front left limb. So it's going to find some difficulty attacking you with its claws, if it chooses to.
Which one did you attack?
Captain Claus.
Yep. And it looks it screams in anguish and shakes its foot.
Bad kitty.
It's now slightly limp. What would you like to do with your 1 advantage?
I'm just going to de-strain myself because I'm at 10.
Seems like a good idea. Okay, now it's 2 Nexu.
I wonder what's going to happen next, Sue. Don't give me the strain
Don't
back.
do it! Don't do it, Bob! Just let him have this one!
I need this.
The one with the teeth jumps past Vernon.
Why?
Ooh, he wants it.
And it falls off the edge.
I
It
don't
falls
think
off
it's
the
right.
edge.
Takes a maneuver, jumps at Buzz, and it's going to attack with its, horrifically enhanced super sharp teeth. Pierce 3, nice. So that is going to be
Nice.
Yep, roll.
I love how cheerful he is.
Do you
I'm
have
murdering a
any-
ferret. This is
Do
great.
you have any melee defense? I don't suppose.
No, I'm in my Enviro suit, I think, so my any armor I had is gone.
You have 1 soak.
Yeah.
From that, I believe. Plus your brawn. Oh, for crying out loud. Somehow you jump away and dodge out of the way of that attack. Sadly. So the Nexu is actually going to recover 2 of the strain that it was dealt.
Hey, wait a minute.
Of course it can do that. Why wouldn't it?
Kalo, just push it off the edge. Just ram it. It's right on the edge.
With my hammerhead, yes.
Ramming speed.
Okay, the tail.
Get me a hammerhead, Corvette.
The tail-armed Nexu dives at Thar.
I didn't sign up for this.
Going to make a similar attack, except it's going to attack with its tail, which...
No, I want that arm.
Let's see, its tail is engaged range, okay. So that's the same, pretty much exactly the same roll. It's not going to aim, but its tail enhancement means that... Okay, nothing in particular there. Okay. Ooh.
That's rough, buddy.
Ooh. Oh, God.
And before I just fucking die?
So that is... look, the good news for you, it's only 7 damage. So
Which
you take
can mitigate.
7 minus 5, so you only take 2 wounds. But you
But-
are going to take a critical hit.
I'm just the crit man over here. Jesus.
Yeah.
Plus 30.
Plus, yeah, plus 30.
You lose your other arm.
Luckily, it does not have vicious. So that is
82.
a 52, so an 82. Lovely. Does he already have an 82?
No.
Oh, excellent. We're getting some variety here. I love variety.
It's poor Thorian.
And he brings it on himself a little bit. You're winded. Until the end of the encounter, you can't voluntarily suffer strain to take additional maneuvers. So you can only ever take...
1 free.
Yeah, you can't suffer strain to activate any abilities either. So all you can do is take 2 maneuvers and no action, or 1 maneuver and an action. That's all
Okay.
you can do for the rest of the encounter.
I only need 1 action. Get over here, you little cat-faced fuck.
Word to the wise for you guys. There is a maneuver called Guarded Stance where you can add setback to rolls that are done against you in melee.
But that
Yep.
means we're doing less on our turn.
You're just taking 1 less maneuver.
The best defense is
Okay.
using extra strain for offense.
Who would like to go next? We have another player character up.
Inertial, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Since Vernon is afraid of these things, he does not want to be in engaged range, so
Yep, so you put your back against the other wall, so you're all kind of spread out now at short range of each other, and at short range of each of the Nexu, right?
yes.
Which Nexu do you want to shoot at?
Same one Buzz was shooting at.
So Claw, Captain Claws.
Claw,
Okay,
yep.
okay.
The Santa Claus. We shoot it, rip it open, Tim Allen's in there.
Okay, I'm going to upgrade this check again. So it's okay. It's only.
I already did it.
Okay, it's only easy though because it's only at short range.
Oh, okay.
But you
I
do
knew
have a
that.
setback.
I got the setback. And
you
I'm
took a
going
maneuver to draw your pistol, presumably.
No, my pistol has the modification thingy that...
Oh, yep. You basically
Ooh,
draw
yeah.
it.
But I am going to
It
take...
just like clicks to your hand.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty
I am
rad.
going to take 2 strain to take an aim.
Sounds reasonable. Oh, despair!
No!
Oh, that doesn't sound good. That
Well, unfortunately, as you fire the disruptor pistol, the trigger suddenly clicks. The disruptor bolt harmlessly dissipates, and you realize it's run out of blaster gas.
blaster gas.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what it is. So yeah, your pistol is completely out of ammunition now. Your disruptor pistol, unless you can find an extra reload from one of your companions, which I believe is Vuz, who is kind of busy right now. I'm afraid you can't shoot again with that pistol. You do have 3 advantage though, so what would you like to do?
Amazing.
3 advantage.
Knock its weapon out of its teeth.
You can gain melee or range defense until the end of your next turn, despite standing in the open. You can do that, for example. You can ignore your fear until the next turn. That's a possibility. Or you can use a combination of the 2 and 1 advantage options in the ground combat cheat sheet, which is what I'm giving you suggestions from right now.
Or help me get closer with your advantage too.
That's an excellent idea, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd allow the extra advantage to mean that you distract that next to for long enough that Walden has some can take basically an extra maneuver right now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, yeah. So Walden goes, boop, and he's further down the corridor. So now it's only medium range to get to here. So it'll only, instead of 3 maneuvers, it'll only take you 2 maneuvers to get to the end of the corridor.
All right, Sliver,
Okay.
don't mess it up.
Okay, and finally, it looks like poor injured Captain Claus has to go, and is going to run over and attack this droid that keeps shooting at it. And it's actually
this droid has not shot at it at all.
Technically,
thank you very much.
It should be going for me.
Is your defense from your armor or from a talent?
Armor.
Armor. Then you do, are you didn't bother with environmental gear, did you?
Right. I did not.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you do have defense. Difficulty.
I am going to
say that again.
Is it 3 difficulty with the claw guy?
No, because he's not going to use his claws. He's actually just going to try and bite. Because
I'm going to
he knows he's injured. Oh, you're going to dodge. Okay.
Twice.
So
that's 2
upgrades.
extra setback.
2 challenge.
Yeah, doesn't it upgrade?
No,
it doesn't dodge.
isn't.
It upgrades.
Man, okay.
Let me just double check. Dodge. When targeted, may perform a dodge incidental to suffer a number of strain no greater than ranks, then upgrade the difficulty of the check by that number. Upgrade. Yeah, so you turn it into 2. Right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now he has this to attack you.
What?
Double despair.
What on earth? That's amazing. This stupid droid.
Yeah, just a wash. The
I'll take it.
Okay, he's right next to you. You're pushed back against the
HK
wall.
Droid?
But yeah, you don't take any damage. He bites at you, but you just like matrix out of the way. Okay, Walden, what would you like to do?
There was a deep sadness hidden in that laugh.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can use a destiny point in an interesting way here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, I know it's a medium to get to here.
Yep.
Could I use a destiny point to be able to, say, have a slide happen from, like, there to there?
Sure, I would allow, if you want to slide and cut off the distance, that's fine, but I will require an athletics check. Or a coordination check to make it. Yeah,
that's what I figured. And
I'd say it would probably be hard because there's so much wreckage around here that you're sliding through like narrow gaps. It's basically Fallen Order when you're going down one of those slidey things, and it's really annoying. So it's hard.
Hey, I gotta bring this into. Shoot.
He's gonna mess up this.
Are you saying that's hard with Arnott on my back because we upgraded or we increased?
I would say Arnott on your back would add 2 setback.
Add 2 setback, okay.
You could just leave Arnott there. He can wheel his way around the corner himself later.
I don't think he's going to be particularly useful in combat, so...
You don't know his skills. You don't know his power.
Just shocks him with his little arm. Yeah.
Use his fusion cutter. Yeah.
He's got those jet legs like R2.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Can we just like try and turn Vernon into an HK droid with how rad he's being? Holy crap.
Yes, he's becoming very assassin-y.
Could I have a destiny point have a hole appear here that I can fire through?
You basically would
but
have
it's
to
like covered and it'll have...
Oh, I would say that would be like 2...
Like
yeah, okay, I would allow a hole to... So basically, you look and you notice there is a hole in that... There's like a hole through here. You can just about see the Mr. Tailboy attacking Thar here. And you can shoot through that gap, but it's effectively as though the Nexu is in heavy cover because it's quite narrow. So it will add 2 setback to your roll. So
just shoot him anyway!
I would say you've used that destiny point now.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make a maneuver, take the shot.
Okay. I would say you need to take a maneuver to draw your... Actually, you never swung across it. You never put your weapon away completely. So you can use whatever weapon you're using. It's going to be short range with 2 setback. Let's clear that. There we go.
No, you need to upgrade because he's engaged.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a very good point.
I should.
Because then if it despairs, you'll hit Thar.
Hey, no, wait!
You mean when it despairs?
Damn it! Damn! You miss.
Oh my goodness.
Because,
Give us a
because...
boost!
So your shot, judging by this result, essentially you're too worried about hitting Thar, and the wreckage in the way means you just basically your shot goes wide and pings off the wall over here, and just you hear it bounce around inside the wreckage.
Let me. How about?
However, you got 6 advantage.
Yeah, I'm about to do something dumb. Okay. So.
Okay, sounds great.
What if I shoot it, like I'm trying to hit him and I can't quite get the hole right, but I end up hitting the wall so aggressively that the wall starts crumbling in front, so it leaves a gigantic hole for Thar to throw the Nexu out on.
So basically, you want to make a big hole here.
Yeah, so it's like a shaft. It's like the metal holes there. So the Nexu
I would
just
say
gets
that's
stuck in that
a
shaft.
solid 3 advantage there. So you've still got 3 to use. So there's now a big hole between. So let's actually. Let's get rid of that one. There's now a big hole there that Thar can try and throw this Nexu down if he chooses to.
What type of check would that be? Just real quick.
That would just be a brawl check. You would just have to say that that's what you want to do. It would be an opposed brawl check, though. You'd have to oppose the Nexu's brawl to pick it up, and essentially that's the grapple rule in this. You oppose the brawl of your opponent.
That's actually what I expected the roll to be, and I'm really happy that's what it is.
Yeah, and then you just pick it up, and then if you want to throw him, then you just throw him out. I have no problem. Once you've got him grappled, you can do whatever you like.
So with that extra, I'm going to add a setback to his next check, which would in turn, is that like a boost to Thar's check?
You can do one or the other. Either you can give Thar a boost, or you can add a setback to the Nexu.
If that was 3 advantage, I could technically do both if Thar goes next.
Yes, it would require Thar to go immediately.
Yeah, so I'll add a boost to the next allied active character's check, and then I'll add a setback to the next to that specific Nexu's.
Okay.
check.
So we're at top of round 2. Player character first.
Throw him in a hole, Thar.
All of you are engaged with Nexu. So just to warn you, this thing is a pretty canny brawler. The difficulty to pick it up is going to be that.
I'm gonna flip a destiny point here.
All right.
Yeah. It's 1 and 2. No, it's 1 and 2. If you wanted to throw it, I don't know if you want to throw it or hit it.
I want to throw this guy into the abyss. Damn it!
Okay. So it's the thing that Bob was talking about. That's the roll that you're doing against. But remember that you have a boost, and he has a setback, which means I guess you have another boost.
No, the setback only applies on the Nexu's turn.
His check. Gotcha.
The setback applies on the Nexu's check. So here we have. This is the roll you're going to be making. I'm not going to touch it because there's already 2 red dice in there, and I don't think I need to. So good luck. I'm going to say you'll need a maneuver to throw it out once you picked it up.
Oh! What?
Oh!
What happens, Bob? Tell me.
Okay, well, you don't grab it. I'm going to say you don't grab it, but you can do something incredibly cool instead.
Can I drop kick him into the abyss?
No, because you specifically do not hit or grab the Nexu. You don't do those things, but there are a number of other things that could happen instead.
Remember that you have shock gloves.
I need some help here, guys. I don't know what to do with this.
The ground could collapse underneath it.
Your shock gloves activate and just fry all his mecha shit, so he's super fucked up from that.
That's pretty reasonable. You can completely disable his cybernetics. That's an option, definitely, because one of the things is it says when dealing damage, have the attack destroy a piece of equipment, but I'm happy in this case with it to triumph. You basically you miss the grapple, but you get an arc from your shock gloves, which hits the equipment and effectively disables the cybernetics for at least a round.
Okay,
that's an option.
I would like an informed decision. So, how much of him is cybernetic? Like on a
his tail. It's primarily his extra tail ability. So his tail has extra plating on it, which means that it's more capable of attacking multiple targets, from what you can see looking at it.
So it would take 1 triumph to disable that, or 2? I'm not.
It's 2 triumph to destroy a piece of equipment, basically.
Okay.
If you can, the other thing you can do is do something. You can. It says you can do something vital. Is with 1 triumph, so you can have more of the floor fall away, and have the Nexu just fall. But of course, then it's going to be more difficult for you to progress because there's going to be a giant gaping hole in the floor in front of you, and you're going to be stuck on this little island of decking.
How about this? Can I say that like its foot gets caught in part of the rubble clearing?
Yeah, if you want to basically have it be trapped in some wreckage, that's great. So like a girder can fall down and land on it, trapping it, and then it can't move for at least a round. That's completely valid. I'd probably make it have to take, essentially, I would treat it like ensnare, so it would have to make, say, an athletics check to escape. That's definitely completely valid if you would like to do that. There's lots of options here.
I think that the real option is just to make him fall through the floor and make it harder for us.
Okay. You grab for the Nexu. It startles back in surprise, puts its foot through an important supporting beam that was rusting away, and the floor gives way underneath it, creating a gaping hole between you and the rest of the corridor. The Nexu falls through it, and you hear it screech, and then a splash as it hits the floor in the lake. The floor, the water. It splashes. It's not. It had a bad day. Okay.
A bad day.
So.
All right, there we go.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. Like, that thing hadn't taken any damage until you just did that to it. So.
I mean, we don't get to get bit by it or whipped by it. I guess I'll get my tail, my arm.
So you have 1 advantage as well.
We'll pass on a boost to the next person.
That seems pretty good. So who would like to go next after that exciting experience?
Buzz, you want to go for it?
Sure.
Okay, Vuz, there's not really much space for you to move now. You can just about get... I would say you can just about disengage from the... Here, let me put this on top of it's great. You can just about disengage from that Nexu and move over here to get to short range. But it's starting to get pretty precarious on this very small piece of
Can
decking.
that disruptor be set to stun?
No.
No.
No. Disruptors are kill only.
Okay.
I'm only here to fuck people. And if I shoot, I'm going to shoot at claws. So,
okay. All right.
But what is what was the difficulty for what Thar tried to do? That was 1 difficulty to challenge?
Yes, to grapple. Yeah. That's a pros brawl.
So that's brawl, yeah. You'd have to do your brawn and brawl.
So you'd have 2 you'd have your roll if you tried to do that. Okay. The madman.
Do I do it?
For it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it.
Okay, the Solonian grapples. The Solonian grabs... You grab the Nexu. Where do you grab the Nexu? You grab this glinting teeth Nexu. Where did you grab it?
All right, so I grab him by 2 of those
Just
teeth
a single
and just
toe.
You grab onto what? Its leg?
I grab it by its teeth
You grab it by
and
its
just
teeth.
try to
Okay.
fling it off. As it's still trying to jump at me, so it's more a redirect. Narratively, it's more a redirect as it's jumping at me than like lifting and throwing.
So we flip it over you or something?
Yeah. So he just tries to jump on me. I roll back a bit and kick him off the back. So in the pit.
What's the 5 threat, Bob?
He definitely takes 5 strain. That was an incredibly stressful thing you just did. You just grabbed an Nexu by the teeth, flipped it over, and kicked it over the edge.
Slevered, I need to see the spreadsheet after this one.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy that one.
That was very stressful, but you just barely pulled it off. And the Nexu screeches again as it falls down into the gap. The last Nexu, whose turn it is now.
Wait, did he knock the one that I punched in the abyss?
Yeah.
Yes.
That sucks. But he's dead anyway, so whatever.
Were you going to try to steal
one? The last one is now kind of cornered around by all of you. So it's going to pounce on Vernon.
Don't let them
that-
take our HK droid.
I'm gonna dodge again.
Okay, twice.
No, just once. I'm getting
So
a little
that's-
high on strain.
Oh no, only one strain. It's going to try and bite you again, but it's pouncing on you to bite you, which is why it gets the boost. And this has a chance of knocking you down as well.
Hooray!
Okay. Okay,
Ooh.
very disappointing. It deals 9 damage, pierce 1.
Okay, so 7.
Yep. So that's 7 wounds. Not looking good for you right now, but yeah. So that's its go. Who would like to go next?
So am I pinned or just?
You're not
prone?
pinned now. No, that it didn't manage to pin you. It only gets the knockdown effect. Hang on, let me just check.
Oh, it has to activate that. Okay.
Yes, it
It's
has to
confusing
activate
now.
knockdown. Yeah, it needs and you always need advantage to activate a special
All right.
ability like that. Okay, so are you going next then, presumably?
Yeah.
Juta!
So more correctly, you're kind of more in this kind of corner with this thing.
Yeah.
If you move, you'll end up engaged with either Versthar or you'll end up in this corner over here. And your pistol is out of ammo. I should remind
Right.
you.
See that I am cornered and
Stick
not
a
gonna
grenade in its mouth.
try. That sounds mildly suicidal.
We are
You're all
on
a
the
bit
most
close together.
precarious, flimsy edge of a.
It's like casual,
I'm-
speak to me.
I'm just gonna switch to my other pistol and take a
Of
shot.
course. Which pistol are you switching to?
Hunting pistol, something or other. Let
The
me find
X30?
exact name. Yes.
The X30 Lancer. That's the one with accurate 1, pierce 2,
Yeah.
with +1 advantage. Okay, so you're going to shoot it at point blank, or are you going to?
Is there a disadvantage to doing that?
Yes,
One
it increases the
increase in
difficulty by 1. Yeah,
Oh.
so it'll be this difficulty instead of easy.
Which is basically like a brawl check. So
Yeah, pistols are easy to maneuver in. If you're using a heavy weapon, it's +2 difficulty
Okay.
at
Yeah, I'll
engaged
just take
range.
difficulty.
Okay. So it has accurate 1, so you get a boost by default on your ranged light check.
All right, and then I have a setback because I'm afraid.
Yep. And
Is that it?
yeah, because you aimed with a boost. So hang on.
No, I did not aim with a boost.
Okay, so the boost is from accurate, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah, because you needed a maneuver to draw your weapon. Okay, cool.
All right.
Go for it. And you hit with 1 success and only 1 threat because it has +1 advantage from the laser sight, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
okay.
So you take 1 strain because you're firing at a thing that's right in front of you. It's kind of scary. But how
Oh,
much
yeah.
damage? How much damage is that pistol?
5 with Pierce 2.
5, so that's 6, pierce 2. Okay, so you deal a solid blow to this final trapped Nexu. And Walden, what do you do?
am I? Oh, you did not make a maneuver to go away from that, correct?
No.
I did not.
Okay.
And you can't hit it
Uh,
from where you are, Walden. Like,
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my maneuver to move up.
yep, so that'll
Since
be
I
2.
did
You
a
can get
short
here with 2
maneuver here-
maneuvers.
Gotcha.
So that's
Okay.
2 maneuvers.
I'm not gonna take a shot. I'm just gonna get right over here.
Okay. That's fine, because we're at the top of round 3, and it's a player character again.
Can I try and bull rush that man into the abyss, guys?
Go for
You
it.
can try.
So that will take at least they'll take 2 maneuvers total, but you have plenty of. Well, actually, you can't take an extra maneuver because
Wait,
you're
he's
winded.
right here. I'm sorry. Can I just do the opposing brawl check thing?
Yeah, you can go and grapple him. You can
Yeah.
make 1 maneuver, move up, and then take the grapple, which is the opposed brawl check. So that is going to be that much difficulty.
I don't know if you want to do this, Gil.
Yeah, that is.
I can just shoot him and possibly kill him in one go. But if you get in there and grapple
Or you
and
could
I
just
miss,
punch him. You could punch him in one go too, Kalo. So
well, he does strain. I don't think this one has any strain.
I think I can elect not to do deal pressure point, but I don't.
Yeah,
know
you
if
can
it's
choose to
really-
just deal damage instead, and then it will just be brawn plus success plus whatever. If your shock gloves give any
We'll
extra
do that.
damage.
So that would be 3 difficulty and
Yep.
That's it.
And no setback, and that's it. Yeah.
oh,
Hey.
Very nice. So let's just check how you have brawn. So that'll be what, 5?
mhm.
You have 4 brawn, 5 damage. Okay, and you can choose to crit if you wish.
Sure, hell yeah.
Okay, well, give the D100 a roll, and we'll add 10.
$90, $100.
Oof. Oof. Brutal.
Punch this man in his eyeball.
Basically, where are you? 100. I think you might already have. Do we already have 100 out there?
I do not.
99. Was it like 95 to 100? I think that's winded, isn't it? No.
96 to 100 is
Crippled.
So
Oh my goodness.
double crippled.
Oh boy.
Both of its front legs.
Yeah, both of its front
It
legs are now
just
crippled.
wheel
Punch that little paw.
chin on the ground. Yay!
Okay, so yeah, this thing is having a bad day. Both of its front legs are now severely injured. I don't know why they're stacking like that.
Because someone didn't specify a collision file for Tabletop Simulator, so it tries to make one, and it's always bad.
Lovely. Okay, so let me just move these out of the way then. How can I just take one off the top? Oh, it doesn't think they're stacking either. That's busted. Okay,
Amazing.
whatever. Well, we can definitely tell that it has 2 crippled. There we go.
There.
We did it.
Just need 2 people to grab it at once.
Okay, so who would like to go next? This poor Nexu and both of its front legs.
Shoot it.
Yeah,
Very
I'm gonna
good.
shoot it.
Okay,
I'm gonna aim and
So
shoot
just-
it.
that's a good idea because remember you're shooting into engage. So if you despair, you'll hit Thar
Hey, wait now.
with
Hey, wait, no!
a disruptor pistol. Yeah, despair.
Oh
Yes!
my gosh!
Yes!
Oh no!
Oh,
Wow.
no! He misses. He misses.
Oh,
Damn.
oh my goodness.
Okay, well you run out of ammo on your disruptor pistol as well.
Okay, I don't hit
So, yeah,
Thar.
run out of ammo there. So good job. You have extra reloads though, so you can take a maneuver to reload it. You have 5 advantage. What would you like to do with your 5 advantage? You miss the Nexu, and thankfully for Thar, you miss Thar as well.
I'm just gonna get away from the brink of
In
strain
fact, I would say your
death.
gun just malfunctions, and essentially it just goes pfft, and nothing comes out the barrel.
All right, I've just reduced my strain with all 5.
I can't hear anyone right now for some reason.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Papa, can you hear me? I guess he can.
Can you hear us now?
Nope.
Oh no.
It's like my audio's just decided to die on me. Give me a sec. I'm going to just try and unplug and replug my headphones.
All right, so well, he's gone.
Wow,
Dude.
he is gone. So how are we gonna get over this hole that Kayla and I have made?
Okay.
I was
There
thinking we
go.
could just put a card over it and we could walk on the card like
Oh,
that.
perfect. Yeah.
I think
Rider
he'll allow
oxygen
that.
pistol?
Anyway, so your pistol is destroyed. Oh, you choose to recover strain with your advantage?
Wait,
Wait a
destroyed?
minute.
Oh, I say destroyed. Sorry, ran out of ammo.
Disrupted.
Disrupted. yes, disrupted.
Ooh.
So I don't even need to fix it. I just need to put some ammo back in it. Or
Yep. You need to take a maneuver to reload it, which you have extra reloads because conveniently,
Came prepared.
Vernon gave them to you. Gave you all of them. Okay, well the Nexu is going to attack Thar because Thar is right there. Thar attacked it, and the droid seems like it's taken a
With
bit of a
its
beating.
unusable front legs.
It's okay. It's just going to bite him.
Swarm
it-
around.
It's going to like try and pounce.
wait, on who?
On Thar. It's going to
Okay.
try and bite Thar with its not cybernetically enhanced teeth, and it hits, and that is 8 pierce 2. Sorry, pierce 1. So that is effectively 9 damage. So you take 4 wounds, I believe, there. Thar.
I'm sorry, what did you just say to me?
You take 4 wounds because it just bit you.
Oh. I don't think I take any then.
No, I mean, sorry, you take 9 total,
Ah, okay, my bad.
so you take 4.
Pre-cooked.
Okay,
now.
and also 3 advantage is enough to crit.
Hey, wait a minute!
So,
Kalo,
is
I
a
think
crit
you need a
plus-
doctor.
a crit plus 40.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So that's an 81. Does he already have an 80? I feel like he already has an 80.
Yeah.
81, winded again.
You are so out of breath.
So you have 2 winded crits now. So you continue to be unable to suffer any voluntary strain. Okay, so we've had the Nexu has been crippled. It hasn't been shot. Who would like to go next? We currently have. Remember, Thar is engaged with it, so any shooting has a chance to hit Thar.
Let me just punch it. Jesus, guys.
You've already gone this
Haven't
round.
you-
Oh,
gone,
wait, my
yeah.
bad. I'm stupid.
You're the one that decided to jump at it first so that we couldn't shoot
Oh, I
it.
guess it's me then.
Wait, have I gone this round?
No, you
Or did
haven't.
Okay, I have not.
All right, if you have
Okay.
a rifle or something, go for
I
it.
have a rifle. I can move up one.
That'll be medium.
and- This is medium right there.
Yep.
Oh, I am in medium range. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, medium range of the Nexu.
Yes. Okay.
So your difficulty will be that.
Uh-huh.
Do you have? If you need to draw your, have you been shooting with your rifle already?
Yes, that was
Okay.
yeah. We
was what you
established that because I didn't make it over. I had my rifle
Right.
already
Okay.
out.
You had your rifle out.
Um,
Okay. Cool.
yes.
Make your ranged heavy check then.
I'm going to do a stun setting here, so
Okay.
if I hit the it's not going to kill him.
How? That's fair actually. That's pretty reasonable.
I've
Oh, actually, you can't shoot stun. Stun is only short range.
Stun is short range. Okay,
Just
well,
shoot him!
lethal it is.
He put himself in that position, Slev. There's.
Oh my god.
Oh yes!
Oh my god.
Oh yes!
That's
Yes! How much damage is that from your
12
rifle?
damage.
12? 12 damage. So you can subtract your
Minus
soak. So
5.
you take 7 wounds. You're 1 off your threshold. So 2 more.
I'm not
Two
feeling
more.
too
Despairs
good,
on
guy.
him.
Does he get a crit
Yes!
from that?
Please
Or-
despairs. No, he doesn't.
Okay, thank God.
You would only get a crit if, basically, if Walden had rolled a triumph or some other crit triggering mechanism.
Okay.
Usually I won't trigger a crit on that kind of thing anyway, because I'm not that mean.
You lying ass.
Okay, finally, I think it's Vernon's go now.
Hey, Vernon,
Yeah.
shoot him dead.
Okay.
And don't hit Thar.
I'll
Again.
be
I
alright,
had
right?
hit Thar. We've all been doing it. It's fine.
Been ran
So-
over by a bus, like hit
So-
by a gun.
There is your difficulty. You're going to aim as well? Okay, that seems
Yeah.
like a sensible thing to do.
All right.
Yeah, plus accurate 1, aim. Yep, looks good. Blast. How disappointing.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh, so that's 8 damage, right?
8 pierce 2, and
8 pierce 2. Oh, sadly, the final Nexu falls dead in front of Thar, collapsing
Right through
onto
the,
its face.
I'm gonna
And
slowly lower myself to the floor and say, guys, I need a minute.
Heavily wheezing, yeah.
Thar, do you need me to take a look at you? Because you are looking rough, buddy.
Vernon is relieved to see the last Nexu go down and is recovering a strain without advantage.
Yes. And could everyone roll your discipline or cool to recover?
I don't know about
Recover
y'all, but I'm
strain.
feeling great.
Oh, wow.
Recover 2 strain. Whoever rolled that.
That's me.
And I get okay. 4 strain.
That's pretty useful.
Hey, Buzz.
Yeah.
I don't feel so good.
Don't leave me, kid.
Okay. So after that exciting little 3-round combat there, I think it'll be good to go to a short break while these guys figure out how they're going to cross this double chasm they're now trapped in.
All right, so
There's trapped on the other side.
we are going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be back at 9 p.m. EST if people are unsure of how 5 minutes works. And then I can tell you right now, we're going to just try to jump over it, and it's going to fail. So Thar's going in a hole. See you soon, everyone.
Seemingly.
I yeeted a cat off a cliff, so it's...
Yeah,
He's
that was
riding
very
pretty high
impressive.
right now.
That was very impressive.
That's our whole
Um,
success for the night is gone, though.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it was balanced out by a lot of despairs. There were a lot of despairs in that combat.
The despairs.
I was very happy.
I was convinced I was going to get a despair doing the throw, and that you
Just
were going to
fall
make
down
me
with
go
it.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have happened. Yeah, and then you would have had to fight it underwater.
I don't do wet, so...
You smell like wet dog.
All right. Is everyone back? We all...
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome back, everyone. We are ready to fall down a chasm. A chasm.
Okay, well, our ever-resourceful Walden has noticed a large piece of wreckage that he can use as a makeshift plank across the gap, and spent a destiny point to do so. However, it does mean that all of you making it across is going to have to make a hard coordination check.
A hard coordination check.
It's
Oh,
quite
boy.
narrow, yeah.
I'm going to run across first. Because I don't trust whatever despair is going to happen for the rest of them when it
Can
gets
I be
upgraded.
prepared to catch if I need to? Like, I'll just be on the over on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah, that's
just,
fine.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
2 triumphs.
Okay.
Jesus.
A random girder falls down and makes it an easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like, you hear above you, like, a rattle, and then suddenly a huge plate comes down and just, like, creates a much wider area.
And
You
before
don't
we
know how it
left,
happened,
I reloaded
but-
and handed off my
Yes.
another charge to Vernon. Just so.
Yep, and so you're out of extra reloads now. However, you did get 3 threat, so you noticed ahead of you in the dark that it seems that the corridor is becoming very narrow and choked with debris.
Is this some Willy Wonka shit? Okay.
Okay?
But did
So
I
who would like
use
to-
both of my triumphs to reduce that?
I would say that would be 1 triumph per difficulty reduction, I would say. So if you
Okay.
only want it to be reduced to average, that's 1 triumph. And then you can do something else with the other triumph if you really want.
What are your coordinations, guys?
Pretty bad.
Okay, I'm gonna use them both.
Okay. Okay.
I have a
so,
1 coordination, just so we're clear.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Who wants to go next?
Thar,
I'm
you
gonna
want
stim
to...
pack myself real quick and heal.
Okay.
That's probably wise.
Yep.
You want to use your pistol as a safety, just shoot it into the ceiling and hold it on the way across?
That's probably a good idea.
I would allow that to add a boost.
Yeah.
And save you if you're falling.
There we go.
Oh,
There you go.
There you are. You make it across with 2 advantage. Oof. So, what would you like to do with 2 advantage there? You can like give a boost to Vernon, for example, or I don't know, notice a path. I don't know, whatever you want, really.
I say we noticed that while we were punching and slapping these little robots, they dropped something valuable. I don't know. I'm really mad that we totally knocked them all like into the oblivion.
No, the
here.
one
There's
just
one
died.
dead. There is one dead here.
Hey,
So as you-
Vernon!
As you walk past, you notice some of the cybernetic, like plating from the head of the Nexu had fallen off, and you pick it up. It's basically a reasonably dense piece of metal with some computing stuff in it. Think of it like Mandalorian's breastplate.
I'm gonna hand
That
it
kind of thing.
to Vuz and say, "You like computers."
It has 1 encumbrance
That's
rating.
why I handed it to him.
Okay, I have room. So what do I have now? Is there
You have a piece of cybernetics from a cybernetically enhanced Nexu.
just a piece of cybernetics?
Yeah, you
Nothing
don't really know what
specific?
it does. You don't know what it does. It's from the head plate. You don't know what it does or who made it so far, but you have it.
Thar, did you just hand me a decapitated robot cat head piece?
I mean, maybe you can put it on your droid.
Alright, well thank you for this. I'm gonna give you 3 stim packs that I've had since the start of the campaign and have not used.
Okay. Yeah, it's because I've been healing you.
It's okay. I mean, he has a medicine bag. His medicine bag is effectively a fount of infinite stim packs until I say otherwise.
You say
Anyway.
that, but I swear I've never touched that reservoir. I've always been buying stim packs.
All right, you
Yeah,
have 3
I know,
extra
that's up to
stim
you.
packs, Kalo.
I would say
Nice.
that happily refills his medicine bag. So Vernon, I believe you need to make an easy coordination check with to get across.
sure.
You don't get a boost because the pistol is
I do
safe
get
in
a
your
boost.
hand. Oh, you do because
I
you have
always
boost
get a
coordination. Ah, you're a very coordinated droid.
I will always get a boost.
There you go. 2 success, 3 advantage. What would you like to do with that 3 advantage?
I notice a clear path through the debris ahead.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so the debris that looked like it was blocking the tunnel appears to have a gap that you can all get through without too much difficulty. Okay, so we're out of structured time now, so I'll take you guys. There's no real need for the map here.
Hey, Fuzz! I'm gonna hand Fuzz my backpack and my medical supplies and say, please help.
All right, I'm gonna try to make him die a little more slowly.
Mhm.
So, does the medical pack give any?
It gives a boost.
Yep.
Boost. And
Right.
it also does something else that we've never used before. Hold on a minute.
Like upgrade something.
It's much better than you think. Decrease the difficulty of medicine checks to heal critical injuries by
Jeez.
1.
Why?
What is
did
going
we
on?
Use that before.
I don't know. I never. Well, up
Give me-
until,
Trying
what
to
is-
put it
last,
in the bag. He's trying to put
Jesus
it in the bag.
Christ!
up until the
Just
last
look-
couple
so
sessions, we've never
confused.
been critted.
Bags are dumb.
Okay,
All right,
Are we doing a crit reduction or
I think
movement
you
reduction?
you do not have the facilities to heal a crit here. You
Okay.
cannot heal a crit in this scenario.
All right,
If you try, you'll have like 4 setback.
I'm willing to take
The
that
equipment
chance
you
if
have.
you.
I'm willing to take that chance.
Okay.
Can we take that chance?
And what's the difficulty?
He's
So
above
which-
half. So
Which critical injury do you wish to heal? The minimum is average, so by reducing it by
Average.
1, that will reduce it to so you'll reduce it to easy.
Do I give
So
him a
with-
boost because I'm instructing him, or like
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm not sure
yeah.
how the assistance things work because I know
Yeah,
Slugger
no, that's fine.
was helping someone and giving them yellow dye. Could I get a small explanation on that, even if that's not applicable?
Okay, sure. So basically, assistance is at my discretion. You can say, I want to help a friend do something by talking them through it or physically helping them. And usually I'd like you to be in the same place or close by. So I'm quite happy for you to give Buzz a skilled assist because you're right there. You can, as long as you are willing to stay conscious, which may, impart a lot more.
change.
It can impart more strain, basically, I would say, if you stay conscious during this. But I'm quite willing for you to add your medicine skill to Buzz's roll. So that upgrades his all to all yellow instead of all green, I believe.
Sure, we'll take that.
How much is your medicine skill? Is it?
He has
5.
5.
He has
He has
5.
max-
All right, I can
He has
just.
maximum medicine skill.
I'm a very doctory boy.
All right,
And then the
and
difficulty is easy. Because it only reduces difficulty by 1. So there is still a difficulty there. Okay, it looks like the bad environment didn't have too much of an impact, and you recover whichever one of the average crits you want recovered.
So average, you said?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
one of
let's.
the
I
average
mean,
crits.
let's get rid of one of the wounded ones.
Winded.
Even though I
Wounded.
know it's still gonna happen. But...
Okay, so there you go. You're down to 4 crits. Congratulations. That took you guys probably an hour or so to
Did the
heal.
success remove any wounds or what?
The success is that you succeeded. The advantage
Okay.
could... I would allow the advantage to remove, in this case, maybe 2 wounds. I
Okay.
think that would be reasonable.
Thank
Or it
you,
would
Bob.
reduce the time taken. But I'd say it took...
we'll
a-
reduce the time taken. I've got stim packs.
Okay, so instead of taking an hour, I would say it takes half an hour.
All right, I'm
so
just gonna
you-
jam myself with another stim pack.
Basically, you were winded, right? So that's actually a relatively easy crit to fix in the sense that probably he just had to talk you through some breathing exercises.
I just
like,
breathed
what you have
directly
to
down
do
his
with it.
throat.
It was really challenging. Don't mock me.
He's
Fire.
still winded.
You may want to look at that yourself when you're back on the ship, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be all kinds of infected.
Yeah, you can't heal another crit today. That's for
Okay.
sure. You can only generally heal one crit per day or even per week, depending on how severe the crit is.
These crits won't
I
quit.
would have to spend shut. God damn it.
Or you can go into Bacta. If you go into a Bacta tank, that can heal things quicker.
Or we replace all of you with cybernetics.
Can we do that? Can we do that?
I am such a good mechanic. We can do that.
Oh, we want to rebuild him, but we don't want to spend a lot of money.
We'll rebuild him. We have technology. Right. The 6-credit man.
What's the check to put his brain using my mechanic skill and his medical skill to put Thar's brain into the dead Nexu?
Impossible.
God damn it.
No!
But we're basically turning him to Grievous.
The body is on the other side of the chasm again.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, all right.
But we have 2 girders that are just sitting there, or 3 girders technically.
Look, you do not have the facilities. You do not have the facilities to even attempt.
I want to General Grievous this man.
What's the medicine check to attach that Nexu head to my shoulder?
All right. Let's move on.
We're gonna go ahead and navigate our way through the once blocked but now clear path.
You carry on through the depths of the ship, going deeper towards what you hope is the vault.
I am going to use an emergency repair patch.
Okay. That'll repair 3 wounds.
Which I
Can I stim Waldron here?
Yep, totally. That'll recover, I think, 5.
No, not stim. Application, the skill.
Oh, stim.
I don't think that's necessary to do out of combat.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it. Basically, if you want to do it, you can do it before he makes a check.
I just want to do it because I feel like we're gonna find more Nexu, and he has the biggest gun here.
The thing is, it only lasts around 15, 20 minutes. So,
because I feel like I'm gonna have to be more supportive with all these crits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm using 2 patches.
No, to just get yourself back down. Okay, so we walk through the path. We're heading down towards the vault.
Or where you hope the vault is, yes.
The 100
based off of the schematics that we have. Yeah.
So
use your urban compass.
It starts to get darker and darker. Even Vuz is starting to have difficulty seeing where he's going. Only Vernon with his infrared binoculars is really having an easy time of it.
Arnott, can you turn on your flashlight?
Yeah.
Arnott turns on his little hollow flashlight.
Oh, that's much better.
I mean, I'm sure it's better than nothing, but
the amount of rust and wear on these parts of the ship, this part of the ship, is increasing greatly, and you're kind of going on a downward slope towards the lake as you head down towards where the vault is located on the Munificent class. There's not really much happening. It seems that those cybernetic Nexu were mostly just guarding the entrance to this area.
While we're going
weren't really deeper into the ship. Yes?
Can I throw a piece of metal debris? Just chuck it down the hall?
Sure.
I want an average, I'm trying to throw it as far down the hall as I can.
Yeah, the floor sloping away, you throw it down, it clink, 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 and starts to go very quiet. There's still a good few hundred meters, and it sounds like the floor is only getting steeper as you go.
Hey guys, maybe we should keep doing that as we go down so we don't unexpectedly drown.
Okay, and maybe draw out Nexu if they're gonna attack us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you swim?
I can. I think I'm an otter.
So when you're drowning, you don't want me to help you.
No, I was agreeing with you.
No.
I was agreeing with you. I was saying if we throw it far away from us, then we'll know because they're gonna go after the rocks too, or the stuff you're throwing.
Oh, my apologies, Buzz. I thought you were saying that I was attracting them.
No, I'm saying that if we get there first without throwing stuff, then we're gonna attract them for sure. And you can't afford to get attacked anymore. You're gonna die.
You carry on deeper into the bowels of the ship. The slope on the decking starts to get steeper and steeper, and you reach what appears to be marked on the plans as one of the midship bulkheads. As you look through the bulkhead and look down, and Arnott goes and shines his light down. You see that the ship just drops away almost vertically at this point.
How can we drop a little pebble down to see how far that drop is?
Could I just
Sure.
look down it?
Yeah, I mean, how far does your infra binoculars go? What range do they
10
have?
kilometers.
It looks to be a long drop.
Okay. Is this
the Munificent is quite a tall ship. Essentially, what you're looking down into, if Corey could helpfully bring up a picture of a Munificent class, you're looking at essentially the those kind of banks of blocks along the bottom of it. That's where the vaults are located.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're looking quite deep into the ship here, and this part of the ship is starting. Like the pebble goes with a splash. Like there's water at the bottom of this broken hallway, which just collapses down towards the vaults.
Can I spend a destiny point to find a functioning maintenance ladder that we can climb down?
That
Sure.
tisk.
No, that was just me sipping my water.
It
Which is
sounded really
arguably better.
disappointed.
Yeah, no, I'll just bear in mind climbing. You can you found a maintenance ladder. Climbing down
it is dark. I understand.
Climbing down it is going to be an average athletics check with 2 setback due to the dark and wet conditions. Unless you have something that you can remove 1 setback for the darkness if you can remove setback due to darkness. Otherwise, it's at least 1 setback. And it has to be athletics because you have to hold on to this ladder tightly. There's no coordination involved here.
Hey, Waldern, I'm gonna hand him the pistol. Don't fall.
You really want me to climb down that?
You really think I'm gonna climb down there?
Is anyone more athletic than 2 green dice?
I have
Thar is
4
much more.
green. Holy crap! I hate this.
Okay, Thar, have fun.
I'm gonna
Remember
stim
that-
application myself.
Okay, so you perform a stim application. I believe that is an average medicine check or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
But because you're performing it, let's have a look.
On yourself, it's additional.
It's +2, so it's 4 difficulty.
Okay, 1 second.
Because any medicine check on yourself is +2 difficulty. And you'll suffer 4 strain, of course. Unless
I
you
want to
roll.
reduce the difficulty by 2. 1 from the
Okay.
backpack and 1 from the
The
actual
backpack
skill.
can't reduce medicine checks in general. It reduces medicine checks by for critical injuries only.
Okay, so
You're not healing the
Doctor
critical.
then.
Okay. Let me see. You can suffer 2 strain. Yeah, you can decrease it by 1, so it'll be hard instead of 4 difficulty. And then you'll suffer 2 strain to use Master Doctor. Okay. So yeah, this is your medicine check to stim application. Presumably you're trying to increase your brawn.
Yeah.
You're gonna roid yourself up. You are successful. Congratulations. You are roided up. So you have 5 brawn. And you also take 4 additional strain.
And falls down the pit.
Hey, Buzz, could you rig up the ascension pistol on his belt so that like a rigging equipment, so if he does fall, he only falls a short distance?
Okay, so you want me to use my immense mechanical skill to tie a knot in a rope?
Yeah.
Okay, Waldern, I'll tie a knot in the rope.
I'm not going to make you make a check for that.
I'm just giving Waldern the evil eye the entire time.
What's the difficulty, Bob?
As
The
I
climb-
give him a thumbs up.
Climbing down the ladder is average with 2 setback due to the wet and dark conditions.
Um.
And I'm going to upgrade it once because I've got loads of...
No.
Well, enjoy falling down a pit, Thar.
Wait a second. So you tied a knot in the ascension pistol. What is the knot going to do exactly?
No, like, it's wrapped around him.
Think
Like
of
a
that
harness.
Rigging equipment, so as he's climbing down, he can set it on the ladder above. So if he does slip, he only slips a short distance.
I see. So for each rung, he has to unclip it and clip
Or
the ascension pistol back on.
50
Okay.
meters, like that, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that, so that he won't fall all the way. He'll only fall short distances if he does.
Okie dokie.
All right, is this good to roll?
How long is this ascension pistol rope? Like, which bit of rope? How long is this bit of rope that you have unraveled
Shoot.
here?
I'll have to look at the equipment. But
I mean, I
think it's
assume the
25
ascension
or
pistol
50.
is 5 or 50 meters. So that's either short to medium range, I believe.
Thank you.
It doesn't actually say how long it is. I don't
Right, it's as long as it needs to be for the particular situation. However, if you're cutting a piece off, I need to know how long that piece is, because
We're not cutting a piece off.
You can just
Okay.
unwind it from the ascension pistol
Yeah.
and then knot it. So yeah.
Okay, so he's basically the ascension pistol itself is being clipped to each rung.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like holding the pistol's around his waist,
Okay.
and then it's like the tip is attached to the ladder, and he's just sort of like belaying
what kind
himself
of knot,
down.
What kind of knot is this that can just attach to rungs of ladders?
No,
A
the
square
knot
knot.
was tied around him, so he's got the
Okay.
pistol. It's around him. Then the rope
Oh, the
goes from
grapple,
him
there's a
up to the
grapple.
grapple.
Of course, of course.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so-
roll the dice.
Assume synth rope is 20 meters, so I'm gonna guess something around 20 meters for.
That's fine. So short
the
range.
ascension. Yeah.
That's cocked. So
Now that. Let me. So what we can do is read. Yep, still one failure, one advantage. I can see there. There's two success, three failure. So yeah, you fall.
The fucking ladder just breaks.
No. This is you being unable to climb down the ladder. You make it part way down, then you fall to the extent of the rope, which is short range. So you take an effective fall of short range and splash into the water. Because you're falling into water, you may not take full damage. You can also make another athletics check to see if you can reduce the damage by grabbing onto the rope and holding on.
It's the same check.
Let me double check what the check is. It's in the core book.
Good check.
Let me see. Is falling in the index or is Fancy Flight Games bad at indexes continually? Well, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Here we are, fall damage. Okay. You can make an average athletics or coordination check.
I'm sorry. Say that again. I was
Average athletics.
Yeah, so basically repeat the same check, but without the upgrade. And you can each success will reduce the damage and strain taken. Well, each success reduces damage, each advantage reduces strain. So you're basically trying to grip onto the rope here and hold onto it so you don't fall and hit and splash into the water from short range. Okay, so you take 5 damage, ignoring soak, and 6 strain. You kind of hold on to the you kind of hold on to it, but yeah, you splash down into the water in a not very graceful way and prang yourself on some wreckage that's floating in it. Okay, congratulations, you're at the bottom of the ladder.
What do I see?
Below you is water.
Wow.
In front
Above
of
you
you, it appears to be, well, the maintenance ladder, and behind you, there is a blast door that's kind of mostly broken.
Can I inspect this blast door?
Sure, you could make an easy perception check with 2 setback because of the conditions. You're kind of having to wade through the water here. Like, there's not really a surface to stand on. You're just kind of doggy paddling. So,
Wonderful.
easy. Okay, the door is partially broken off. So you know the blast door, like they slide and lock together. The lock in the center is broken in the crash impact. So the doors are skewed, and there's a gap in between them that you could potentially climb through. It'll just take some effort.
How big is the hole?
It's big enough for you to get through.
Oh,
It's
for
like
me.
the-
So that definitely means Fuzz can get through.
So that it's kind of like a big triangle shape where the top of the door is kind of collapsed towards itself, and there's kind of a hole at the bottom. You'll have to climb up to it a little way from the water and then crawl your way through, which would probably be a hard athletics check.
I want to calm to my allies and say,
Mhm.
hey, there's a big door down here, and it's big enough for us to get through. Get your butts down.
Oh my god, he cut off. Waldron, he's dead.
Did I cut off? I'm sorry.
Not,
There's
got
a
it.
door down here. Come on. So, and I want to try and make an athletics check to get through, Bob.
Okay, so yeah, make your hard athletics check with 2 setback. Making use of that stim application.
Oh, yeah.
You try and pull yourself up by your fingertips to get through the gap, but you don't make it and take a strain in the process.
I'm gonna start going down the ladder.
Okay. Could you make an average athletics check with 2 setback, please? 1 setback, because you can see in the dark. You do not have the benefit of... I should note you do not have the benefit of the Ascension Pistol.
Oh man.
Okay. you gingerly make your way onto the maintenance ladder, but as you climb down it... So I'm giving you the option here. Either you fall to the bottom, or you change your mind rather quickly.
Did we have any indication of how far down it was from what Vernon?
It would be about it would be a medium range fall.
About tree fitty.
It would be like the fall you took on
out of the window that time,
on
oh, that one. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I fall.
Okay, you fall. You take 2 strain. You take 2 strain for the shock of falling, and then can you make an average coordination or athletics check to reduce the damage?
Average coordination.
I'm glad I get to use the falling rules. They're fun. They're so mean in this game, though. Like the falling in this game is just brutal.
2 success.
They're not as bad as Pathfinder.
Okay.
You're just dead when you fall.
So you take. So I remind you, I said medium range. You splash into the water. You take 13 wounds.
So that puts
What's
me...
this wounds at?
14.
Why do you have a capacity of 17 wounds?
Because
13
I
wounds.
am a tanky boy.
And you take 10 strain.
10 strain. All right, I'm drowning.
Oh no, look how they massacred my boy!
As I fall past, my last words are, goodbye, Thor.
I made.
I want to try and hoist him up by his fur out of the water so he's not drowning.
Okay, so now that you're suffocating and unconscious...
And underwater. Is that the suffocating part? Yeah, I guess that's the suffocating part.
Yeah. Could you take a critical injury, please? You're going to have to take 1 critical injury every time until your strain can be healed.
Whoa, what?
Until the strain can be healed that I'm underwater, or until the strain can be healed?
Basically, Thar has to pull you out, but for now, you take 1 crit. 37. It's quite light. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Jesus.
Now the yeeter has become the yeeted.
You increase the difficulty of next check by 1. Okay, so everyone else, so Vernon and Walden and Arnort at the top of the ladder, you saw Vuz grab onto the ladder, slip, let go, and then kind of scream girlishly and splash into the water.
So I heard the Doppler effect of a Salonian combined with a very belly floppish type of sound.
And then you don't hear another sound except Thar probably going, "What the fuck, dude?"
No splash?
What?
There was a splash, yeah. So Thar, do you want to try and grab him out of the water?
Yeah, I want to hoist him up on my shoulder.
Okay, could you make an average athletics check, please? With 2 setback, because it's dark and wet. Okay, you hoist Vuz out of the water, and he's no longer drowning, but still unconscious, sitting on your back.
Set him on like
advantage.
a beam, like one of the like messed up pieces of debris nearby. That's obviously out of the water.
So sorry. Say what you want to basically put him on some debris so he's floating.
I'm assuming that there's something I can put him on, unless I
Yeah, there's some like thin pieces of plasteel, like plastoid stuff that you can have him sit on or lay on and float a little bit on the water.
Let's do that.
I'll allow that. Okay, so now Vuz is floating on the water. Anyone else want to go down this ladder?
I want to do a medicine check on this little boy. Hold on a minute, he's dying.
Okay. He's not dying, he's just unconscious.
No, he's dying, I promise.
Okay, so
Something
could you
stupid's
make
gonna
an
happen.
average medicine check with 2 setback because the wet and there's 2 setback here unless you have infra
I want to
binoculars or
remove a
whatever.
difficulty with Master
2
Doctor.
strain. Okay. So again, you have to take 2 strain to do that.
Holy cow.
Do you want to take 2 strain?
Yeah, I do. 'Cause
Okay, so
sadly, you're
again,
super helpful.
then just add all of your ridiculous medicine skill. There we go. Vuz recovers 2 wounds and 3 strain.
But kind of like slap his face a little. Come on, wake up! Come on!
Congratulations, you're conscious again.
Did I
Double
win?
check.
Then I'm gonna take a seat, like kind of in the water, be like, okay, this sucks. I hate this job.
Okay, you heal 3 additional wounds because of surgeon as well. Remember
Oh,
that.
wow,
You
yeah.
have, you have 3 ranks of surgeon, so
Oh, so I'm down to 9?
yeah.
I'm helping.
So yeah, you're okay. Ish. You just stung and a little strained. a little tired.
Hold on. I thought I had it. Okay, you guys can do what you want to do.
Yes, Walden and Vernon, after seeing this wonderful display.
Incompetence?
I'll guard the top.
Sounds like
You
an
little
excellent
shit.
idea.
You know the best thing, by the way? I was actually really nice. I halved the amount of wounds you take because you were falling into water. If you
Yeah.
weren't falling into water, you would have taken 30 wounds.
If I weren't falling into water, I wouldn't have done the falling.
I think I was very nice. Rules as written, you were getting splattered. Anyway, so now both Thar and Vuz are down at the bottom of this.
Is there anything I can do
Shaft.
to recover strain here, Bob?
You can do a medicine check on yourself.
I mean, sure.
I'm just
why not?
imagining Thar peeing a little in the water and relaxing.
That's the medicine check I need right there.
Is this correct?
Okay,
No, it
so
would be
you
3,
are.
wouldn't
Let
it?
me see. The difficulty will be you're above half, so it's an average difficulty. So it's actually going to be 4 difficulty.
If
'cause
Thar,
you're
if you
healing
take
yourself.
strain
And
right
then
now,
two
you are
separate.
drowning, and there's nothing I can do to help you. This is not the way.
Okay,
Oh,
there
Oh
we go.
no.
Ah!
That's fine. That's. I mean, I'll allow I won't deal strain with the threat. It's okay. It's okay. I'm very kind.
Instead, a Nexu comes out the blast door and mauls us both.
You recover
Just a
5.
singular claw comes out of nowhere and pokes me on the head and kills me.
You recover 5 wounds.
Plus surgeon, right?
Yep. So another 3. So you recover 8. Now you had a triumph. Let me double check. Triumph on a medicine check.
I just like fall unconscious right in front of him. Just God.
Thanks for the donation, Starman.
Hey man, I'm feeling pretty.
Starman. I wish we had a Stairman.
Okay, I will allow you to heal one of your critical injuries with that triumph.
Oh well, shit.
Thanks,
okay.
Starman.
One of the average ones, not the hard one.
I think winded is the only real option here.
Okay. There we go. You're down to 3 critical injuries. Congratulations. However, the 3 threat is there's something in the water with you.
Thar, if you can boost me up, maybe I can get through that door that you told me about. Remember?
You're on something, right? You could probably like.
I think-
Paddle over.
I think I'm floating on something, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Standing up and hopping over, that would kind of be like.
but if I try to get in there and Thar like boosts me, like literally boosts me, does he boost me?
I would allow him to give you a boost. Yeah, easy.
But when you say give me a boost, do you mean like the physical boost, or the boost that he gives me physically gives me the boost instead of like reducing the difficulty?
It would give you a boost die. It would be an assistance.
All right. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel the thing swimming around your legs.
Can I just like take a stomping motion towards it?
You can't really stomp because you're kind of doggy paddling. There's not really stomping you can do.
We're swimming.
Does
Yeah,
it
you
feel
kind of just.
scaly or like?
You don't really know. It's kind of maybe slimy, but there's so much gunk in there. It's not really clear.
Are you
Okay.
going to tell us that there's something touching you?
What's the
One setback
difficulty?
due to the wetness.
I'm gonna say overcomes. Guys, there's something touching me, and it's not Buzz this time.
It was average.
It was
is
average?
correct, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Average to climb up through into the vault, or what you think is the vault.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have a really bad problem with this.
You
Buzz,
you
get up the
pull-
ladder. Buzz, get up the ladder.
You try and pull yourself up, and instead take a strain.
I'm at my
Straight
threshold.
Yes.
Uh,
One more strain and you pass out.
okay.
You are not over your threshold though. Yeah, you can't get up there. You don't. You just like scrabble up against the wet surface, and Thar is too preoccupied with the creature to give you any help, and you just can't. You just can't make it.
Thar, I'm boggled. No matter how much I scrabble, I can't make it up there.
Hey, get on the ladder real quick. Get on it with me. I want to get on the ladder with Buzz so that we're out of the water.
Okay. I'll allow you to both climb up the ladder short way without making a check.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so we're out of the water though.
Yes, you are out of the water. As you climb out of the water, what looks to be some kind of arthropod, octopus kind of thing, tentacles like slap against the ladder at your feet.
I'm gonna flip a fucking destiny point here
Uh-huh.
and throw my electrical bola at it.
Okay, could you make an easy range light check
This is
with your
not good.
one agility?
I'm assuming, yeah.
It's one. You don't have range light skill, right?
He flipped a destiny point. So
Okay.
I'm-
Because I don't want to
I'll
mess
allow
it up.
Oh my gosh.
that. You take one strain.
Oh no. Okay, he's at his threshold. He's not over
You're both at your threshold.
This sucks, man.
it.
You throw the bowler at the octopus, and it recoils away. The net, let me see. The net hits the animal, and you don't really ensnare it effectively, but it's like the weights on it clack against it, and it just like makes a weird kind of hissing noise, and just like swooshes back into the water along with your bowler net.
Well, this sucks.
Do you have the ascension pistol, right?
I sure do.
Is there any way I can like shoot over to the door and like swing in, Leia style, and then I kiss Thar for luck and we both swing in?
You can try. I would
What-
say that would be a.
If it's just me, what's the difficulty?
I'm gonna kiss
okay,
it with
so-
both of my huge mouths.
You
Hold
think that shooting this? Sorry, someone else want to butt in before I give difficulties?
Yeah. You said they're both above the water. Is that
Just
more than-
above the water level, yes.
So they would be kind of engaged with the water if we were talking combat ranges.
Effectively.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
What were you thinking?
Glop grenade.
We'll suffocate
no, well,
ourselves.
As
I
a
don't think
buoyancy
grenades-
type of thing,
What you need
because
is a
it's very
cryo. You
buoyant.
need a
Well, I
cryo grenade.
Yeah.
That's what you need. A
Buzz.
cryo bang grenade.
Buzz, how difficult? How effective do you
have
think
one.
it would be if I dropped these electrical gloves while they were turned on in the water?
Well, I'm not concerned about the monster. I just
Why
want to
don't-
get in the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Why
but if
don't
you
you
fail,
just-
you're falling down there.
If I fail, I'm going to take a strain because of that weird disembodied voice, and I'm just going to drown anyways.
Okay, so how about this? The door was like slightly ajar or something like that, right?
It's ajar enough that you can climb through it.
Okay, and making it more open, would that decrease the need, like the difficulty for it?
Potentially.
So let's say when Kalo threw his bowling net, the squid like rides out and slaps the door, and with a strong tentacle, it opens it up and a little bit more, making it a little bit easier to get through.
Also,
Give me a sec. Let me
the
just-
tentacle beast would have suffered 3 damage by the way.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, don't worry. Let me just draw on the exact situation here. So we have this shaft you guys are in, right?
Uh-huh.
We have Thar. We have Fuzz. And at the top edge we have...
Here. Yeah.
Yep,
because
top of
he's
here.
on the ladder side.
Yep,
Yep.
and we have like a little ladder just here. That's the ladder.
Uh-huh.
Then on the opposite side, we have the door.
Uh-huh.
The door looks like...
It looks like a regular little blast door, right? So it's like two...
And then the doors are open like this. The doors have kind of collapsed, and that gap in between is open.
Gotcha.
So that's solid. That's solid on both sides there, and then there's a gap between, and that's what you see when you look at that blast door. That's the
Gotcha.
situation, and at the bottom there's water and floating debris. So, what's the plan? Do you want to know the difficulty to swing across and stuff? Okay. So to shoot the ascension pistol, do you want to shoot it like above the door and swing in?
Yeah.
Shooting it above the door would be an easy range light check with a setback because of the wet, slippery conditions. Swinging through will be... I want to say that would be an average coordination... that'd be a hard coordination check.
I'll do that.
You're trying to swing through a narrow gap. Okay, so easy range light to lock it down. We're a setback because of the wet.
Okay.
Give me a sec, I'll just roll one separately.
Oh, failure.
You miss. It doesn't find any purchase, but you have 2 advantage.
That's 2 strain getting reduced. Can I just sit there shooting random shit until I...
No, you've tried. There's clearly nothing above the door that you can latch onto with the Ascension pistol.
No, not even to latch onto stuff, just for the chance of reduced strain.
No. So you can try shooting through the door and seeing if you can, like, use it to pull yourself up to the door, and that might reduce the difficulty of the athletics check. But
then we'd still have to get back into the water?
Yes, you'd have to fall down into the water and pull yourself along with the rope, and then pull yourself up into the door.
What's the difficulty of just climbing up the ladder?
Just the same as it was climbing down. Average athletics.
Average athletics with the setback. Okay, I'm fucked no matter what I do.
Go up the ladder. Go up.
You could fire this Ascension pistol up and just have it pull you up. I mean, that's a possibility.
Do you want Kalo? You want to do that?
Let's get up. I have a better idea, so let's go up. Come on, let's get out of here.
All right. I'll take the shot.
You can't both be pulled up by the Ascension pistol at once.
All right.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to athletics check out of here. I'll see you guys later.
Can I keep the pistol?
Yeah, you can keep the pistol. I'm about to die anyway. Let's do this.
This is going to be your last 5 brawn check. After this, you'll have worn out your stim application, then 2 setback. There you go. You make it up with 1 advantage. You climb back out of there, no trouble.
I'm going to remove a strain.
All right.
Okay, so it's medium range to shoot your pistol
Hey,
up there.
Buzz,
so...
you might want to get out of there, and I'm going to purposely make sure he can hear the clanking of a frag grenade into the microphone. I got a plan.
A medium.
So it's a medium range shot, but I'll give you a boost because you have a friend up there ready to grab onto it if necessary.
You mind if I do a leadership check before he does that to bump him up so you've made this shot 1,000 times before.
You can do it 1,000 times again.
I don't really want to think about the times you used the Ascension pistol.
Yeah, that's never worked well for me. This is... And there's no one to pull me out of the water if this goes poorly.
And there's 1 setback as well.
1 setback, right.
All right, come on. You can do it.
You did it.
Okay,
With 1
I
advantage.
shot it.
Okay, it clinks on and it like grapples around the top rung of the ladder.
Okay, and what's the check to get up?
You're just gonna have to hold on to it, so just an easy athletics check.
Okay, with
Messes it
I'm gonna
up.
reduce the strain on that
Uh-huh.
with the advantage.
Uh-huh.
Easy athletics.
And I'm gonna upgrade it once.
Bob, this is all I'm working with. Okay.
I know, it's okay. The only thing that affects you here is the darkness. The wet doesn't affect you because you're just being pulled up by the pistol. And you don't care about the darkness because you're a Solonian.
But I'm gonna die. Oh, thank God. I'm not dead.
Oh God!
Why do we keep almost dying to holes? We get through all these fight and then holes almost fuck us every time.
All right, can I drop a frag grenade into that hole?
Sure. You throw a frag grenade down the hole. What timer do you? What kind of setting do you want
throw
it
the
on?
frag grenade, Kalo?
You don't need to make a
I'm
check.
assuming that if I drop it down a
okay.
hole, I don't need to make a check.
Well, it depends what you're trying to do with it. What are you trying to do with this frag grenade in particular?
A little bit of everything. Kind of clear down some debris, blow up a squid, you know.
So you just want to kill the squid and clear the water at the bottom.
Yeah!
Okay.
Can't
so
wait for the terrible results from this.
So you just want it to fall and explode at the bottom of the.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you drop a?
I'm gonna arm it for like 10 seconds.
Okay. You drop a frag grenade. You hear it splash. And then boom, the water bubbles. You hear a horrific hiss and screech, and then silence.
Did we win? Are we getting paid now?
Can I do a perception check to see like how it has impacted the bottom? With by aiming our amazing little droid to try and give me some vision.
Or Vernon can just look.
Hey Vernon, what's going on down there?
Vernon takes a look with his infrabinoculars. He doesn't even need to make a perception check for this.
Oh, okay.
There's a few tentacle pieces floating in the water. The debris that was there is in much smaller pieces now, and the door looks basically untouched because the grenade exploded inside the water. So,
I mean, we got rid of the squid. That's what matters, right? And I'm gonna look at Waldron for some approval.
The squid that was placed there by our bad rolls.
Give me the ascension pistol, I guess.
All right, here you go, buddy.
Oh no.
one door to rule them all, one door to bind them. Okay. So what are you doing with the ascension pistol?
Shoot, man. I'm gonna try and make a zip line out of it.
You want to zip line down a
Since it's
vertical
the
shaft.
opposite side. Well, it's the opposite side, even though it's kind of deep. Oh yeah, it is very deep.
It's a narrow shaft, right?
It's
This is a
narrow
turbo
shaft,
lift.
okay.
This is a turbo lift shaft.
Is there a way that like we can just say we're taking a long time to go down the ladder
I mean,
like
a
normal
Take 15
people?
from Pathfinder.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Does that exist without us dying to a ladder?
It's like, I mean, yes, but it will take a long time. Like, we're talking a few hours here. Very.
So go
gingerly.
down a ladder.
I mean,
Carefully.
not a few hours, like an hour to climb down this ladder.
I'm okay with that. Are you guys okay with that? Because I don't want to
I'm
fucking
okay.
die to a ladder.
Okay, if you all want to take an
Yeah.
hour to climb down this ladder, you take an hour and climb
Without
down.
or not. Right.
Without Arnott. Arnott is the guard at top. You're all now happily swimming in this water,
Can
which
I
is now
inspect
full of.
the squid?
Sure, you pick up a tentacle. It looks like some kind of calamari you've seen on other planets, but it's kind of weird. There's like hair
Not
on
that
it.
kind of calamari.
Yeah, not that kind of calamari. It seems to be have like some spines or hair or something. It's very strange. Sorry for the rustling in the background.
Are you okay with that, Thar? Do you want to eat it?
I'm gonna give it a good old lick.
Oh,
Oh,
why are we doing this?
Give me a sec. Let me just check something.
No!
That's what I was saying. You're almost at your strain threshold. Holy cow.
It's okay. You're lucky. It's not poisonous.
Okay.
You lick it. It kind of tastes salty.
This is disgusting. No wonder we're vegetarians, and I'm gonna throw it down.
Okay, so now what's the plan, guys?
All right, I'm
We
gonna.
still have to.
Lift our- Yeah, lift ourselves up into it, I guess.
I'm gonna
Right
go up
again.
to Sleb and just jam him with a stim and try and raise his strength, his brawn.
Okay, make an average medicine check.
Cold, wet holes are the best places to do
Two
surgery.
setback because it's a cold, wet hole.
Don't steal my slogan.
Okay, 3 success, 3 advantage. So I'll allow one of you to recover strain from that.
Sounds like it's
And
me.
You can-
so that means you take 4 strain. Well done.
Yep.
Okay. And so you now have an extra brawn. So who wants to try and get up there first?
I'll try
I would
it.
like to look through the hole first.
Yeah. Go for it. Look through the hole.
Okay.
There's a
look through the
Nexu
hole.
convention.
You look through the hole down the corridor. There's what appears to be a much more heavily sealed and not damaged blast door just down the corridor. That most likely leads to the vault, judging by the stuff
Isn't
you've
that
seen.
what we needed Arnott for?
Well, Arnott doesn't really have anything for that, and we didn't
A
find
fusion
any
cutter to
plasma
very,
cutters.
very, very slowly cut through it. I mean, you can try. I'm sure you'll work something out. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Totally
Okay, so
fine.
that is this roll for me, I believe. The 2 setback as well for being at cold and dark, and I don't have any night vision.
Mm-hmm.
And no boost. That should be good.
Yeah. Good luck. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness.
You climb
Amazing.
through. Walden is in the corridor. It looks slightly more intact than some of the other areas of the ships you've been in. It seems more reinforced.
Can you pull us up, or if someone pushes and someone pulls,
Oh,
so the 2 people with the worst athletics can get in the middle?
Oh, this is an athletics check?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
am I doing here?
But yeah,
can I
but you only
do a
have one
brawn
setback
check on the door to try and pry it?
to widen it. Yeah,
Yes.
sure. That's a 4 difficulty athletics check.
Plus 2 setback.
Yeah.
That's athletics?
Yeah,
Proficiency
athletics.
in athletics?
Oh no, I assumed it was brawn. I went fuck.
Brawl. So it is brawn, which is athletics. You're
Brawl.
using brawl, which is the combat version,
Yeah.
which is not. You're not attacking the door. You're just pulling.
Well.
with your strength.
I mean, technically attack.
Right.
No, you're not
Time to roll initiative. The door's gonna hit back. It's like the Deveronian.
It just whacks me in the
It
face.
just slams closed and chops your arms off. It does a Mandalorian.
Oh my goodness, he actually does it.
Okay, take 3 strain.
And passes out from it. Oh, almost passes out from
You
it.
widen the door. It is now easy to climb through.
Hey, good job, Thar. And I clamber through.
Make an easy athletics check with a setback because of the wet
Oh.
conditions.
These
Because of
people.
the wet condition.
I always forget about the second one being from shit that I can't negate.
Yeah, sorry. Even the droid will have to deal with the damp.
Oh my fucking
I'm gonna
god.
get through this door. Get out of the way, nerds.
Thar, can
I
you
will
just...
allow you to. You'll climb through with 2 strain. You take 2 strain and you barely make it through.
Get
Just
through
fuck me up, fam.
Holy
my
cow!
How? Was
You
that
climb.
Vernon?
You climb through. Who? No, that was Walden, I believe.
Oh.
No, I've
No,
already,
Waldron's already up
I've
there.
already done
Oh,
that.
so who the hell was
rolled
that? Oh,
I
that was
fucked it up.
okay. So I'll allow you to get through, but you take 2 wounds
should
as you
have had
cut
2
yourself.
setbacks
As you,
on it.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
yeah, as you cut yourself on some sharp parts that you didn't see when you were, because you weren't able to climb up as carefully as you should. And finally, our droid pal.
God, this door is fucking OP, Bob. Nerf it.
And look, it's not my fault. You guys have
We're
literally
Alright,
bad
Vernon.
at athletics. That's
I'm
just
desperately looking for some way to make
just a
this a
bunch
little
of couch
better.
potatoes.
Just throw a grenade on it. It'll be alright.
We're a bunch of Mike TVs. We're good with
holy cow!
Oh my god.
You also suffer 2 wounds as you climb through the door.
Okay.
Bob trying to move it on along.
I don't want. Look, as much as you guys, I don't want you to be stuck by a door. Like that's the most boring crap I can
Not to be
possibly
stuck
have.
with another door that we can't open.
No, I got this
but
one,
now
Walden.
you have a chance.
All
Now
right.
you have a chance.
Is there anything between
Walk
us and the next door?
No, it's just a very heavily reinforced corridor. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's not as wet or as rusty as the rest of the ship. It appears that this corridor is in much better condition.
I
Probably
want to
due
do a
to the
medicine check
reinforcement.
on Buzz real quick.
Okay, so if you could do an easy medicine check on Vuz. With a couple of setback because of the conditions.
Yeah, I was actually going to add him before you said that. Yeah.
Hey, it's important to remember. You know?
Wow.
And congrats, you heal 1 strain.
That's
On
fine.
myself.
No. That's 1 strain on Vuz. You give Vuz a slight pat on the shoulder. Is what I would interpret that as. Because you can't
Okay.
really... Like, the 2 failure, because of the darkness and the wetness, means you just kind of slap him with a damp hand, and you don't really, like, find the right spot, so he just shrugs.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ahead of
walk
you
up
is
and
a vault door.
I'm gonna walk up and if there is there like a panel around the door, a control
There is
panel.
indeed a control panel, which appears to be completely unpowered.
Wow.
Because, you know, the rest of the ship is completely unpowered.
Could we possibly, and I'm going to consult this with Buzz, maybe we could take one of our energy sources from maybe one of our guns and see if that'll power the door just long enough to get it open?
Or Vernon?
No,
Hey,
no.
now.
Does anyone have a gun like that? Or your gloves? Your shot gloves?
I'm going to take off my gloves and hand it to him.
Okay, so, I mean, I'd allow this to be basically the, your talent. You're using...
Okay, that's nice
Yeah.
of you.
From one thing to
Yeah.
make something
Yeah,
else.
I mean,
Is there a
all
check
you're
redundant? Easy mechanics check.
Yeah, all you're doing is turning on the panel and the door. This won't just open the door. This is just turning on the security panel.
Well, let's see if I can actually make the check first before we get...
Wet.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, wait, that's one more than I need.
I was going to say, you're not quite that good at making
Yeah.
that.
And the setback,
like-
I remove 1 setback on mechanics checks.
Okay,
I
but
wasn't
I'm
just...
upgrading the check.
Oh.
I'm giving you guys some more destiny points back. You know, it's just back
That
and
is
forth.
so nice
Being
of you.
so
Thank
kind.
you.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh.
sit. Whoa,
Okay.
look at that stress.
All right, yeah, that is...
Don't use all of it.
No, I'm not going to use all of it, but...
Okay, so you take the power pack from the glove, drain some of the power into the door controls. The door control lights up. All of the security buttons light up. The door itself makes a gentle creaking sound.
How much of this? So, I'm not sure if this will be a computer check or a mechanics check to fix the door enough to get it, or to.
To open the door is you're going to have to. Now that you've powered it on, you can slice the door. You can try and use skullduggery to physically break the lock.
So,
break-
I'm pretty sure
Right,
skullduggery is a
like-
cunning, and I can
Yes.
tell you right
Yeah.
now that despite the fact that I, for some fucking reason, took a rank in it when I made Vuz, I will not be using that skill.
Well, you could do that with
inertial.
Yeah.
Well,
so
if I just do a computers check, I have.
It's going to be very difficult either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be computers to slice it, to open the door, or it's going to be skullduggery
I'm
to
gonna
basically
do-
hot wire it.
I'm going to do computers with a destiny point to upgrade it and a boost from the advantage. I'm learning
Okay.
the computer system,
Yep.
so
You take 2 advantage, spend on the boost.
there
And
was
then the rest
6.
you can
I'm just going to
recover
recover 4
strain, yeah.
strain.
Yeah, because you feel pretty good. I mean, you just did a cool thing, and you can just give Thar the gloves back. They're drained slightly of power, but they're not going to break. They're not run out of power now. Okay,
And just so you
you've done
don't fuck us over on this,
Where's the setback?
what's the difficulty?
that.
Okay.
There's no way I can look through the door, is there?
No, this door is shielded. Like this
Right.
door is made out of material that it is
too thick.
explicitly designed to not be looked through.
Thick with 3 Qs, Bob is trying to say.
Actually, the difficulty is that. There we go. I think that seems reasonable.
And I'm just going to check that.
This is one of the most secure vaults in, it's the banking clan's secure transport vault. It's secure.
But is it secure? You weren't clear on that.
Oh my god!
That was close.
You take a strain.
Oh, thank God.
The door grinds a little bit, crunches a little bit. Multiple layers of it start sliding back in weird rotating manner. And it slides open, and you see inside into blackness for the most part. But Vuz and what little light there is, all of you see glinting off something metallic.
Gold!
Vuz and
I'm gonna put my hand on Vuz and keep him in place.
Vuz and Vernon, you both see that there is a small stack of precious metal bars in the vault, along with 4 very, very large crates.
Maybe we get Lifty to get to this side of the ship.
How the heck are we gonna do that?
He did well last time. Don't talk shit about Lifty, okay?
But this is like buried, Thar. Right?
Yeah, I have a repulsor clamp on me still, and so does somebody else.
So do I.
You could use that to lift up some things.
Okay, so it's dark. Do you want to look in the crates, or do you want to inspect the bars? What do you want to do?
Hold up. Vernon, you can see in the dark. Is there any type of terrible demon creature in there?
Hey, Bob, is there any type of terrible demon creature in there?
No, the vault is the vault appears that it was well sealed.
Are there any
the design meant that it was basically impregnable.
Are there any computer terminals in there, like something, or like data pad, something that actually has information stored on it instead of just precious metals?
Security devices.
Nope. If there are, they have no power.
Okay.
The only thing you powered was the door.
Oh, unpowered as well. Like that's.
Yeah, I mean there appear to be laser emitters along the walls and cameras in each corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna look in a box if I can.
Okay. You look in the box and you find thousands upon thousands of worthless Republic credits.
Wow.
That's great.
I'm rich. Waldern, we're rich.
You're rich 20 years ago.
Waldern, I have no idea what that means. Waldern, we're rich.
Oh, and I look over and I'm still blind because I don't have dark vision, and I feel in there and feel the shape of the credits, and then I realize, yeah, those are Republic credits.
You don't know why you're surprised by this. You're just disappointed.
There's so many credits, Waldern. You guys can pay off your debts.
In a shocking development, it turns out that something that left in the Clone Wars does not, in fact, have useful credits on board. However, there are still large bars of precious metals.
Yes.
We lost inertial.
See.
Oh no! We've lost our droid. He's the only one who can see in the dark.
Oh no! He's become a droid.
Robot!
Arnott!
He needs repairs. So if we shoot, is there any type of equipment that's in here? If I spend a destiny point, that could help us possibly deal with some of the. Well, not that, but deal with some of the either the darkness or something like jump boots.
That I'm going to say, even with a destiny point, that like this is an empty. This vault is secure. It's clean. It's
not.
like it's not happening.
Hey.
All right.
Weren't we supposed to find cybernetics in here?
I want to dig through these stupid crates.
You dig through the stupid crates. It's just piles and piles and piles of Republic credits. Thousands of them. This would have been an absolute fortune if the Republic hadn't fallen.
Well, the Imperial Bank would still want to get rid of these type of credits. They would have some trade back value.
You expect that the credits are worth like 1/1000th of their value. These crates are probably have like 10,000 credits each, and you'd have to bring up the entire crate back. And these crates are big. You could investigate the bars more closely if you want. I mean,
Well,
Sure.
since I'm back, I will attempt that.
Okay, could you make an average perception check, please? Well, actually, no. It would be actually someone should make a hard knowledge education check.
Wait a minute. Is that me? Wait a minute.
That's probably going to be you or.
I will assist by describing them.
Yes, yes. You will have to describe their color, their luster,
Should
etc.
I have 5
Oh my
green in
god,
that?
this is me. What? I actually have education.
You have a rank? How many ranks do you have in knowledge education?
Well, it's on
One?
the table right there.
Oh, okay.
It's from being a doctor, I guess.
Yep.
What if
Okay.
you did a skilled assist on me, so we get 4 green, 1 yellow?
Yeah, you can totally work together on this. I have no problem with you because you're not in a rush.
Because I can also see, which is helpful, and Inertial
we're
can
getting
see, but I don't know what
Boost
his.
from inertial, correct?
No,
do both,
inertial is
okay.
basically inertial and Fuzz together are basically allowing you to help. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to have any idea what was
Okay.
going on.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know what this
So-
is, but I know it's really cool.
You know they're valuable metals. They're very valuable, but you don't really know quite
Is
how
it-
valuable.
Is there some
there's
type of?
different- There's some different metals in there. You don't quite know which one is the most valuable, but you know all of them are really quite valuable. You
Is
just don't
it-
know exactly how valuable.
So I'm just wondering. So, is it because I'm able to pick up on a particular aspect of the metal? Like, is it particularly like hard?
Yeah,
or
there's a
malleable?
particular like stamps on the metal, which appears to be like Intergalactic Banking Clan and Republic stamps that mark them as valuable metal bars, like that are designed for transferring large sums of money in a relatively small package. But you're not really sure. Apart from them being very valuable, you're not sure how valuable. As far as you're aware, it could be anything from 1,000 to 50,000 credits a bar. You don't know. And there are a lot of different types of bars here, so you don't quite know which one's which.
Is there one that I do recognize? Like maybe one that like is just so common I would know what it was.
Yes, so there is one bar which is worth like 1,000 credits a bar. It's like think of a cool fake mineral
I
name.
mean,
But
Durasteel, but yeah, whatever.
I don't think you'd transport bars of Durasteel as money. But yeah,
I mean, I guess if you had enough of them, but
yeah,
It's
but
pure
yeah,
concrete.
So there are some which appear like they're kind of dollar, and you know that they're worth about 1,000 credits a bar. Each bar is
Hey.
1 encumbrance.
Waldern. So this is some good stuff here. But before we try and get out of here, we need you and probably Vernon to watch, maybe like for an hour or two, so me and Buzz can take a small new nap.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but are we not supposed to find like specific cybernetics while we're here? Or did
Yeah,
I
we're supposed to-
misunderstand?
I don't think it's in the vault. I think it's somewhere else on the ship.
maybe we could skin that Nexu for whatever it has.
Hey, who
Better be-
has
better-
contact with Lifty?
You're too deep in the ship to have reliable comms.
So what about this? That little piece of the head that we got, the cybernetics. Is there anything that we can pull from that, like information that we can pull out of it? Say there's like a tracking device that we can reverse engineer.
One moment. Let me see if I have actually mentioned the important person who you've already seen.
The yes, the lady, the cybernetics engineer,
Precisely.
Kurtala.
Yes. So you've already seen the cybernetics engineer. As far as you're aware, she's either died in the crash or she's still alive. The fact that you haven't really seen many bodies on the ship is interesting.
So
I thought it
is
was maintenance
The bridge,
droids.
the bridge was
have a-
empty. The bridge was empty, so there's that.
Would that be a discipline check to know if we had seen any sources of any bodies?
I would say a vigilance check, like an
We-
average vigilance check.
Yeah, I just remember there were graves that we saw, and
Yes.
there was a toolbox that we saw. That would be the only signs
Yes.
of life outside
The
of
toolbox was
cybernetics Nexu.
the toolbox was recent.
Yeah.
And the cybernetic Nexu appeared to have advanced cybernetics on them. And if you want to make a make some deductions with a knowledge check, I can give you some more information. And have your characters tell the players what's going on.
Thar, you wanna
Want to do what?
make some deductions for Bob to tell us?
Sure.
So if you could make an average knowledge education check to put 3 and 3 together to make 5.
Now wait a minute.
Is this correct, Bob?
Yep, that looks fine. Okay, so you take a strain.
You what?
That's
hard.
It's okay, because remember, the thing that you keep forgetting is you suffer 1 less strain every time I tell you to suffer strain, unless you're doing it voluntarily. So every time I say you take 3 strain because you rolled threat, you take 2 strain.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that for sure.
Yeah. So, anyway, 4 successes. So, you saw Kratala crash, right? On the holocom. But you also know that that hologram was doctored. There's no one on the bridge. There were no bodies on the bridge. The only bodies you've seen were around the crashed escape pod and the graves. You didn't recognize any of the people's names on the graves. You see Nexu. You know they're native to the planet, and no one told you that there were Nexu on board the ship, and you can't think of a reason why there would be. However, the Nexu have been cybernetically enhanced.
I mean, we know she made the cats, but
Hey, hold on. Hey, Buzz, is there a transponder or an IFF on that little piece of neck?
it just says Mrs. Tiggy Winkles. If found, please return to, and then the address is gone.
Could you make a hard mechanics check to decipher the cybernetics piece?
Why? Like, what?
Oh, God.
The rolls have been just absolute ass tonight. Except for eating the cat. That was cool.
So you can tell that at least part of this... Basically, you can understand that you do not understand how this cybernetics works. There seems to be some technology in here that you've never seen before. That seems maybe ancient?
Does it? I want to examine the door and see if it looks like the door's been opened or fucked with since the crash.
The door to the vault.
Yes.
It seems completely... Like, inside, basically, when the door opened, you could feel stale air come out. It felt like It definitely seems like nobody has been in this vault since the crash.
So... Okay, so the
Power
cybernetics
that
were
little
never
piece
in
of
here.
Cybernetic?
Hmm?
Is it possible to power that cybernetic?
Not with the equipment you have.
I don't know that that'll tell us anything.
Vuz doesn't know how it works. Vuz has no idea how it works. Vuz just knows that it's made with some kind of
Hey, Waldern.
difficult to understand ancient technology.
Well, hold on,
Maybe
Halo.
Old Republic.
No, hold on.
And we're talking Old Republic here.
We're talking about someone who has literally taken a bunch of terrible cat demons under their wing and has turned them into basically a private military. And I'm going to share the information like, hey, we found everything but the person who's supposed to be a cybernetics. But we did find some terrible cats who tried to kill us.
Here's the thing. She didn't die in the escape pod, that's for sure. Because those cybernetic cats wouldn't exist.
Did we resolve my triumph?
Basically, the triumph is that it's very old. And
The worst triumph
to remind you, Kratala is known for mixing modern and old cybernetics techniques. So Vuz realizes that this is almost certainly Kratala's work.
I feel like we knew that, though. The problem is just, like, we got to the vault. The vault hasn't been open since then.
Okay, I'll give you a bit more of the triumph. This work seems to have been completed, like, it doesn't seem very old. There's not much wear on the capacitors. there's like it's still quite shiny. Like the Nexu was living in rusty, damp conditions. You'd expect it to have had more wear on it if it was older.
What would qualify as a listen check, Bob?
Perception. If you want to listen, perception. What are you listening for?
Just seeing if there's anything trouncing around in the darkness, because we've been sitting here like a bunch of dunces.
Just make an easy perception check then. You take a strain, but you don't take a strain.
But I don't take a strain.
You don't hear anything.
So
you just hear dripping back in the corridor behind you into the water.
What I'm saying though is we were sent here to get the cybernetics out of the vault, or we were told by people that we were getting the cybernetics and also that there was the vault, but the vault appears to have not had any cybernetics in it during the crash. So we know
this
that
part of the vault. Technically, there are more vaults on the ship. It's a big ship.
Okay, so this is just basically we found a secret treasure chest that we can use to pay off all your debts if we can bring just some of those bars. But we don't need those bars. So if we can just take what we can carry up the ladder, and we can try to find Kratala outside the ship. Or, yeah. I mean, the bridge collapsed when I went up there, so I don't really know if there was anything useful there. But
she's obviously not on this section of the ship. She was alive at the point of making these Nexu, the cybernetic Nexu, and she
was
found
there any...
either she.
Mm-hmm. Was there any profile as to what type of person she is?
Like, she's an Arcanian.
No, let me phrase that a bit better. Like personality-wise.
Oh, personality-wise, Riom didn't really tell you very much because Riom didn't know her very well. He only knew that she was a cybernetics expert.
Hey guys, let's get these gold bars out of here, yeah?
Can one of these crates fit through the doors we came through?
Oh, definitely they can fit through the door.
Okay, let's empty one of the crates.
They probably can't fit through the second door, because the second door, even though it's been opened wider, is not like open.
Is there a maintenance vent in the hallway that we use to come in here?
No, that hallway is completely closed down because it accesses the vault.
How heavy are the bars?
The bars are 1 encumbrance each.
And do you know how many?
Hold on. Do you mean like 1 bar each or 1 stack each?
One bar is 1 encumbrance. They're quite dense and heavy.
And it's somewhere between 1 and 10,000 credits is what we determined.
What per bar? Yeah,
per bar.
Depending on which ones you pick, and you don't know which ones are which.
Just
know which ones are the cheapest ones, basically.
So can we use the crates to like rig smaller crates, like tear pieces off?
I don't think we need a crate.
That's the kind of thing that if you want to just have a pallet appear, there's likely a pallet in the vault. But the bars are kind of loose-ish, so...
Well, something that's contained that we could put a clamp on and carry at least, 10 extra bars out.
Sure, I mean, if you want to flip a destiny point and say there's a convenient pallet around, then that's fine.
All right, there are a couple of pallets.
Yeah, I mean, the bars are on pallets.
All right, we'll just lift one out with the clamp.
Fine.
Yeah, the bars are... There's
2
sets. Yeah, so on the pallets, each pallet of bars is 10 encumbrance.
And how many pallets are there? Just the 2?
There are two pallets of bars, yeah.
Okay.
But each pallet has about 20 bars. It's just that when they're packed onto the pallet, they're more compact. So how much can the
10.
repulsor... 10? Okay, you have 1 repulsor claw.
I have
2.
1 and...
You have 2.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 repulsor claws. Brilliant. So, yeah, you pick them up, they start floating.
We need to rest for a little bit, like being completely serious. We need to take like a moment to gather ourselves.
So to recover all your strain, you'll need
24 hours.
an entire 8 hours of sleep.
8 hours, okay.
But if you want to just recover a small amount of strain by essentially making a discipline or a cool check, I'll allow you guys to take a nap, basically, and roll one of those checks the same way you would after combat.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Okay. Is everyone agreeing with Thar? You're all going to have a bit of a nap in the vault?
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can stay and watch. I'm going to stay and watch, but yeah.
Okay, sounds reasonable. So everyone who wants to, so you recover 1 strain.
It's a shame that advantage doesn't do anything there.
I would allow it to cover 1 extra strain, I think. I think that's fine in this case, because you're doing it on purpose, right? It's not just incidental. Anyone else wants to rest?
Sure.
Okay, you recover 2 strain. 3 strain, I'll call it, with the advantage.
Oh yeah, 69.
And I will as well.
Why not? You recover 2 strain. Okay.
Alright. So are we just gonna grab the 2 pallets of however many bars we've got, put them on the Avidon Hale, and then try to find Gratola?
Yeah.
Hey,
I think there's.
Waldern, you give me that clamp. You take point with your rifle.
Okay.
Okay. Are you guys ready to face the ladder?
Bob,
Not really.
I don't care how long it takes for us to go up slow.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say the people who have the repulsor clamps need to make a check though to not drop stuff.
Okay.
You will make it up, but you may lose some of your cargo because carrying something up a ladder, even using a repulsor clamp, means you have
balance
one
it,
hand
yeah.
on the ladder,
Could we
one hand on the
send
repulsor clamp.
someone up first and use the ascension pistol to create
you
a
know, I
pulley
remember
system,
everyone talked
you know?
so much smack about me buying that pistol, but we got a lot of mileage out of it.
It is one of the most useful pieces of equipment you have
Next to
purchased for this
jump boots.
particular.
We need jump boots. That's what we need.
I was almost going to get
Can
jump
I
boots, and I
tie
thought,
the bola
nah.
strap around mine to make sure it like has a boost against dropping?
I feel like Thar
I
can't do
would-
that.
I'll allow that to basically add a boost to your check to get up the ladder. Yeah, that seems reasonably ingenious. Also, wait a second. How many? You only had 1 bowler and you dropped
I had
it.
2. I had 2.
Oh,
Yeah, he had to.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so what's happening? What's the plan here? Who's going first?
I'll climb up the ladder first since I guess I can cover. I make sure to see if Arnott's all right. Pat his little head.
Arnold's has just been chilling on low power mode. Wakes up when you get there and beeps at you. Quite happy to see you. It's been pretty quiet at the top of the ladder. Okay, who's next?
I will stay until last and attempt to recover any fallen bars.
All right. I guess I'll
You
go
realize
with
if
the
they
clamp.
fall, they will fall in the water, and you'll have to swim down to get them.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
very
you can try to
heavy.
catch.
Catch up.
Oh, he's gonna make an athletics check. No, we have to do it now.
That's gonna dent your hands.
I would allow coordination for that, but we'll see. Anyway, so who's going? Who's going next?
I'll
I'm gonna
go.
just
Oh,
jam
okay.
a stim into Corey or a Buzz and say, "Get in there, champ."
Okay, you're going to stim application.
Mhm.
Okay, so make an average medicine check. With setback because of the darkness.
Wow. Okay.
You fail to stim him, but he doesn't take any strain.
Thank God.
So you can recover strain if you like.
I yes. Wow, that felt pretty good to fail like that.
Okay. So Verz, you're going up first.
Yeah. What's
How
the?
are you? What are you doing? What are you doing to go up?
I'm apparently just climbing the ladder, holding the
You should.
clamp in some way.
Okay, well then that's going to be an average athletics check with 1 setback. Just the same difficulty as normal because the repulsor clamp makes it essentially light, but you do have to make the check instead of just not making the check.
You should use your tail to help you out. Oh. Oh no!
2 of the bars slide off the top of the.
Roughly how many do we
pallet.
have on the pallets?
There's 10 on each pallet.
Okay,
How
so
about
there's
I
still
have
8.
that was 20?
Sorry, 20 on each pallet.
Okay, so there's 18? Or is
Yeah.
that going to increase the amount that are falling off? Then?
I'm going to say actually 4 fall off.
Okay, that's fair.
4 bars basically. They're all like laid on the top. They just slide off the top. They're not quite held in place. And so who wants to? Does anyone want to do anything about that, or are you just going
I
to?
want to try and catch him.
Yes.
Okay. Could you make a hard coordination check, please? To try and catch them,
Coordination.
Coordination.
Additional setback.
or athletics. And 1 setback because of the wet conditions.
Why is he so coordinated? What the?
Hard.
Hard. Oh, right.
No way! No
You hear
way!
a loud. There's a loud splash, 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 as all 4 of them sink
Oh,
to the bottom
come
of the
on.
turbo lift shaft.
Well,
You had 3 advantage though. So what would you like
well,
to
I'm
do?
not going to recover strain from that because That was not calming in any way.
You just watched like possibly 40,000 credits fall past you.
Yeah. Let's say they knock the ladder on their way down and knock off some slime and get rid of that.
Sure. That seems fine. Yep, no problem. That seems ridiculous, but fine. Who wants to go next? Okay, Thar, you're climbing the ladder.
That's correct.
With one setback is the darkness.
Did he pass me a boost?
No, he removed a setback.
Ah, okay.
So you don't have a boost. Oh no, you've got the bowler. The bowler gives you the boost. There you go.
Hey!
You make it up. And I have one success, one advantage. You make it up, and you don't drop any of the precious metals.
Do I recover a strain?
Sure, if you want. And
All right,
finally,
Vernon, don't die.
Vernon very slowly, carefully makes his way up the ladder and meets you all at the top. Okay, are you guys going to make your way out of the ship now?
Yeah, let's just go back to the Avidon Hale.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way back to the Avidon Hale, I think.
Okay, I would like the two people who have the repulsor clamps. You're gonna make it. I'm not gonna narrate or like. It's just gonna be a narrative section where you just make your way back out the ship. It's evening now, so it's getting quite dim in the ship, even in the areas where it's open to the sky. But those of you who have repulsor clamps are going to need to make, because you're carrying it through up a slope and round windy passages and over debris. You're both going to have to make average athletics checks again, with a setback because of darkness, but not because of it's not as damp up where you are.
Do I still get the boost from the bull or what?
Sure, yeah, because it's still you still got it like tied more securely to your wrist. Okay, yep, there you go. You get to the end and you're all coming out of that same escape pod because you remember the way back and have the map of the ship, so you can recover another strain if you like there. And I believe Vuz is the other one who's making an athletics check.
With the setback for him was from darkness?
Yes, so
Okay,
you don't
so
have
I'm
any
good.
setback.
God
You
fucking
lose
damn it.
another 4 bars. Well, with the advantage, I'll allow you to save one of them.
Okay.
So you lose 3 bars. Basically, you're walking along, and then like a bat flies out in front of you, and you jump, and 3 of them like slide off and fall down, and like just fall down a hole, and just make a clank, 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 clank splash sound. Yeah.
What? Shitty.
But you save another. You save one of them, so now you're down to what?
13.
13? 13?
So
13
33.
bars? Okay, you have 33 bars total. Okay.
Well, that was shitty. IT, we already asked you if you are we back at the ship?
Not quite yet.
Okay. Never mind, IT, you're not here.
We can calm him at this point, right? We're outside.
Yeah, you can calm him though. Yeah.
Right, I want to calm him. IT,
Calm IT.
did
Yes, Master Fuzz.
you didn't know Kratala personally, did you? You said.
I cannot comment on my relationship with Kratala.
Okay, well
She's a cybernetics expert.
Okay, she's trying to kill us. What the fuck do you know about her?
I am sorry. What?
She's-
In what way was she trying to kill you?
There's a bunch of cats that are mecha-cats, and she's alive or something, and we need to know what the fuck she's doing.
I see. Well, if she is still working on cybernetics, then that means
no,
she
no,
is
no.
likely alive.
Yes, that's what I said. Thank you for following the conversation,
I want
IT.
to put the
That's
magnetic
excellent
clamp
news.
around this robot.
You're not there yet. You're not back at the ship yet. You've got to get back through the jungle in the dark.
All right, I shut
I'm
off the
gonna
comm.
Slap this dude.
Okay, so he's not going to tell us what's going on, but I mean, I can try to find out what he knows. I think that's how Star Wars droids work, right? Hard drive, something.
Yeah, you can try and hack him. You can try and hack him if you like.
We should let Inertial do it for the real good stuff.
What do you guys think?
I'll ask IT. IT was. Would you be able to recognize any of the metals we brought back from the vault in the ship?
I believe so. I can consult my records.
Good. Okay. And do you know if Kratala brought any what we would probably consider older technology with her
She
on
was
board?
known to work with Old Republic technology from before the Clone Wars.
Is there any reason why you went specifically to this planet, or you weren't on you weren't on the ship?
Correct.
Does this planet hold any? Does this planet hold any specific sentimental value to the captain?
No, I'm afraid this planet was simply chosen because the Narsha law was under duress.
Okay.
Was the captain known to have any sort of cybernetics experience, or he was just a captain?
He was a celebrated captain in the Separatist Navy, but he did not have any interaction with cybernetics that I know of.
Other than having Kratala on the crew, or on the ship.
Yes. He was rescuing her, I believe.
Rescuing her from what?
The Empire, of course.
How many other like large pieces of ship do we have we yet to explore?
There's the engine section back at the head of the valley that you haven't entered. But you don't know if that would have anything of value in it, aside from the engines itself.
So we know that she would have had to do the cat stuff, but for the camp stuff, do we think that's her? Do we think the captain's alive too?
I think the captain's probably more at the camp more than the cybernetics person.
Are we at the camp now?
No, you're heading back through the jungle to the ship, I thought. Although that was kind of on the way. I mean, that was out of the way a little bit, so I don't know if it was really...
Okay, so yeah, we're fine with that.
Who has the high? Remind me, who has the highest vigilance?
Vigilance, probably.
Sorry, perception. Who has the highest perception?
That's
That
gonna
would be me.
Herschel for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's your perception again?
Let me find it. 2 ability, 3 proficiency.
Actually, when we landed here, didn't we we basically crash landed next to the camp, next to the ship, didn't we? Like we didn't walk from very far.
It wasn't very far, but you still had to go through some trees.
Okay.
And
And I will note I do remove setbacks for darkness.
don't worry. There's no the setbacks aren't due to darkness here, or the boost in this
Okay.
case. So yeah, you hear a hissing screech, and you notice above in the trees what looks to be some kind of climbing octopus.
What?
Is that the one that I fragged?
Thar, you
missing
blew it
a
really
few
far.
tentacles?
It appears as though there are many of them in the trees, and they look like they're trying to stalk you guys.
Oh.
Want to book it?
How many are we talking?
There appear to be 6 to 8 of them. It's difficult to tell. They kind of blend into
Ooh,
the
that's
trees.
bad.
How far are we away from our ship?
Medium range.
Medium range.
Dash?
Yeah, I mean, if we can just get inside the range of the turret, that's a pretty big advantage for us.
The turret's on the bottom of the ship, so it wouldn't be able to hit things that are above it. But yeah, we can.
Well, they have to come to us to attack us.
Yep.
I mean, I should also note the ship is kind of wedged and not really in a great position to shoot anything. The turret only has short effective range, remember.
We can at least be in the ship. That would be helpful.
Yep. I'll tell Lifty to lower the docking bay.
Okay, so you're all just going to try and make a run for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be an
I'll take
average
a
athletics.
I'll take a shot in the air to kind of like scare him off, and then I'll take a run for it.
Okay, if you're
So-
going to make a shot in the air to scare them off, could you make an easy coercion check with a setback because of the darkness?
I just don't know if he's being threatening or not. It's too dark.
Well, basically, it's
I
dark
know,
that they
I know.
dark enough that they feel safe. Come on now.
I know.
This Klatooinian is the least threatening.
It's literally the worst roll I could have possibly gotten. Like that, outside of me, I could have rolled a blank. That's
Yeah. So congratulations, you got one advantage. What would you like to do with that one advantage?
pass a boost on for the next person because I gave them the
Feeling of
I may have
security.
not the feeling of security. This is the TSA of gunshots here.
Okay, so I'd like all of you to run back to the ship, an average athletics check, upgraded once because I just flipped an SD point, and all of you have 2 setback due to the darkness and the terrain. So if you remove setback due to darkness, you can remove one of the setback.
That's correct.
So there, that's correct. Okay,
Oh.
you make it back to the ship with your repulsor claw and your equipment intact. You take a strain,
But I don't.
but you don't. Yeah. So you make it onto the ship safely. Who wants to go next?
I guess I will.
You remove 1 setback because you can see in the dark.
And it was athletics.
Yep, because you're just straight up running. You're running through the trees.
Difficulty still challenge setback.
Yep.
How many bars?
Okay.
Or do I
You
just
don't
not
lose
make
any
it?
bars. You're just not going to make it in time. You have 1 advantage though. So what would you like to do with that?
I'm gonna de-stress
Okay, cool.
because I am in
So
distress
you
right
make it.
now.
So you make it to within short range of the ship. Basically, you make it 1 maneuver to the ship.
Okay.
You get caught up in the brambles and the underbrush. Who wants to go next?
This is Vernon.
Okay, you take a strain and you join, and in fact, you can't even make it into the. You can't even see a way through, despite your goggles. The underbrush is so thick that you can't see a way through. Okay, who wants to go next? I'll be Walden, I suppose. Okay, let me just make it clear where everything is happening. Okay, you make it to the same location as Vuz. So we have Vuz and Walden and Thar in the ship, or at least on the landing ramp and safe. The creepy octopi are going to be this Revos because why not? There's one group that is following Vuz and Walden, and there's one group that has stuck with Vernon and could. All of you who are outside, well, all of you could make a vigilance check, please, because they're going to attack you.
Wait, what, me?
All of us.
All of you can make a vigilance check. Yeah.
Two.
Nice.
One success, 1 advantage.
Okay.
Oh, they wiggle.
And I'm adding a success to that.
So that's 3 and 2. Okay. And Thar, your vigilance. 3 success. Nice rolls.
Ooh.
And then the cool of these creatures is
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they're ready to pounce. They're gonna
very cool.
ambush. They're gonna ambush with 3 success, and then the other
We
group.
didn't forget the droid, did we?
No, the droid.
Nah, Arnort is. I'm gonna say Arnort is currently with Vernon, because Arnort is the slowest, and they got 3 success, 1 advantage. Oh, brilliant! So it's actually player characters first, just barely, then NPC, then PC, then NPC, then 2 PCs. Okay. So Where is Arnott on there? Where's the little mini? Where'd the mini go? Ah, there it is. Okay, so Arnott's with Vernon on the edge of the clearing. Okay, so who would like to go first?
Do you want me to take a shot at it? Once they get engaged, I'm gonna have problems. So
Yeah, you should probably go first then.
Yeah, do
You're
it.
safe. Because you can aim.
So they're at short range up in the tree.
Master
It's dark.
blast him.
It's dark, and they're in cover because they're in the tree.
gotcha. So shoot, I gave you those hunting goggles. Had I had those, I would have been able to get them. And I forgot you have dark vision essentially. So okay, so that is 2 setback, correct?
And one,
it's
and
short
just easy. Yeah. So you're going to shoot at the
Gotcha.
group that's nearest, presumably. You
Yes,
can't
I'm gonna
even
shoot
like.
at the group that's nearest.
There's so much stuff between you and Vernon. You can barely even see Vernon anyway.
Am I close enough to have the ship lights turn on?
Let me think.
Maybe not this time because Lifty will have to get to it or something like that. But like after a round, the ship lights could turn on and like reduce some of the.
I mean, yeah. So I would allow you to make the to make the incidental and ask for them to be turned on.
Yeah, it won't get turned on for me, obviously, but
No.
yeah. Okay.
It'll be at the start of the next round, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So you shoot at these hairy tree octopi.
Makes sense.
2 success, 3 advantage. How much damage is that, please?
It's gonna be 9 plus 2, 11
So
damage,
11?
and a crit.
Oh, nice.
Damn, what the hell?
Let's see. Okay, so you're giving it a crit, right?
Yes.
So have you rolled that? Sorry, did I miss it? Or-
Sorry, I have not rolled the crit yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I didn't know if they were going to be minions or not, so I was waiting for you to call that.
No, they're not minions. It's a group of 4 rivals. They're just engaged with each
25.
other. 25. Okay, that's pretty. 25. Off balance. Okay. And then NPCs go. So basically, I'm going to treat them as 2 groups of rivals for the sake of sanity.
Yeah, I have maneuver, correct?
Yeah. Did you aim?
I did not.
Okay,
I
then
have-
you have
yeah.
up to 2 maneuvers.
Yeah. So I'm going to. Can I actually move here? To
Yeah, you
short
can
range?
run. Moving to the ship will take 2 maneuvers because it's difficult terrain.
You got it. Okay. So if I move halfway and go to a guarded stance, incurring 2 strain.
Yep.
Do that. Okay.
Totally.
Yep.
Okay. The one that you shot flees. There's now only 3 in that group.
Okay.
It starts pulling itself off into the trees in a kind of weird, like Cthulhu-esque, horrific thing that it does. But the other 3 are pretty excited about tasty things nearby. Did you just put it in dead mode?
There's backup now.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna. So this is going to break off into a couple of groups. One of them is going to attack Walden. So it moves. It takes a maneuver, jumps down from the tree, and tries to attack you with its hunting tentacles. And what's its brawl skill? 2. So it goes. Da da da. Da, da. Do you have melee defense, correct?
I am guarded. Yes. So it's
Yes,
one.
so you have melee defense. Cool. And it can't aim, so it hits you, or it misses. It misses completely. With 3 advantage, it returns back to the tree and joins up with its group again. Basically, it just came down, slapped at you with its tentacles, you dodged out the way, and it went back to its friends and passed along a boost. The next one, 2 of these are going to attack Vuz. So, Vuz, you don't have any
No,
any
just the
melee
suit.
defense. Okay. So the first one is going to come down from the tree and attack you. And it hits you for 6 damage.
What soak do I have now? Just 1?
You have three total. So you have
Okay.
brawn plus 1, so you have 3. So you take 3 wounds. And then it has 1 threat. What would you like to happen to it for threat?
It learns the error of its ways and attacks its enemy or our enemies next time. Unless that's too much.
That's a little too much, yeah.
It's a tad.
Okay,
So it can take a strain, give you a boost to attack.
Are we 100% sure these are like organic creatures?
Oh, these are organic. These aren't
Okay.
cybernetically modified.
Okay, so
These are
me
just
trying to
local
like,
creatures.
part of the skin is flapped off, and we can see the servos underneath. Is not going to get us anywhere.
No, sorry.
This may be, yeah. So, seeing that it got a hit on me, this may be a misuse of threat, but the ones that are on Vernon right now get a scent of Solonian blood, and they go for me instead of him.
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, no problem. Okay, and then the other one. So there's one right next to you, and another one. This other one, they're basically going to both end up right next to you, attacking you from the trees. They're like leaning down and slapping you from the branches. The other one's going to attack you in exactly the same way. And it hits you for 8 damage. It also had a threat. So I'm going to say that those 2 threats combined bring the other ones over to you. So you're taunting it. Okay, the good news is now it's a player character go. Who wants to go next?
Can I go? Well, I'm at my threshold.
Yep.
And I'm a run into the ship if I can.
Okay, you can take 2 maneuvers and get to the ship, yeah.
Like standing in the docking bay point, poking out.
Yeah, you're totally in. You're on the landing ramp.
And now, can I try to shoot from there? Is that medium range or is that short?
You take 2 strain, and then that would be medium range to hit them.
Okay. So
actually, no, that is technically that is short range to hit them.
That is short, yeah, because it was
there's 2 setback because of the dense foliage.
Okay, that's entirely the foliage. That's not darkness.
Yeah, that's
okay.
It would be 3 if it was.
Okay.
Because you're shooting at them like at a weird angle, not just right below them. So and it's just 1 difficulty.
So that's
short
medium
range.
is. Oh, right.
Short range, yeah. Short range, just dense foliage between you and them. There you go. 3 success. So you're shooting at one of the ones in that group. Okay.
Yeah.
13
so how much
damage.
Oh yeah, because you reloaded your
my disruptee.
Oh, is he at short range or medium range?
Short.
He's at short. Short. 3 success. So you take a strain from the threat because it's you had to squint a little bit to see through the darkness. You got a triumph. I'm going to say the one that you shot looks like it's just going to run. You don't have to crit it.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Okay, so you can do something else with the triumph if you like.
Oh, okay. I thought that. Can the triumph scare off another one of them? Or is that too?
That's
too
a little
cute?
much because basically they run away when you deal a decent chunk of damage or a crit. So, but they don't want to die.
Can I reduce the chunk of damage that needs to be done for the next one to get hit? For it to flee?
Sure, yeah. You can make the others scared. So the other 2 in that group that are left are now scared.
Cool.
Okay. So these 2 are scared. Now it's another NPC group. All of these are going to... They don't count this as difficult terrain. So they take... They take 2 maneuvers and get to Walden.
Still unguarded.
They're going to take... All of them are going to take 2 strain to attack you. So that is going to be proficiency, ability... Oh, no, sorry. Oh, wait, no. Oh, blah, blah, blah. They have 2 roll. Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm a good GM.
I mean, I wasn't asking if you were good or bad, but are you okay? You have a stroke?
So these 4 are going to attack you, Walden, because Vuz drew them over here, but now you're the only one in the way. So you take... they're attacking you with their hunting tentacles. That's 6 damage.
Okay, -3.
Yep. And then they got 2 threat. What would you like to do to this one?
I'm gonna have it kind of like. Can I have it actually try to shoot past me so it's actually at short range with me instead of being at engaged?
Sure.
So it like
yeah,
tries
that's,
to
That's cool. Yeah, no
tries
problem.
to jump at me and goes past. Yeah.
Whoops. So here, let me put this one back here. These three were attacking you, so I'll put one of them over
Gotcha.
here.
Okay.
I mean, that Octorok was one, and this is arboreal. Yes, they're called arboreal octopus.
I was calling them land squids, but yeah, that'll work too.
Okay, and then the next one, they're just all four of them are just going at you. The next one's just going to attack you with its climbing tentacles, though. And that one deals 7 damage.
Okay, so that is +4. And...
Okay.
Okay.
And then the next one attacks you and deals
Nothing.
misses. And the final one attacks you with its hunting claws. That setback has been doing work, by the way.
Triumph, no!
What?
Its hunting thing grab you, and it deals 8 damage twice. It has 4 hunting tentacles, and 2
I'm
of them
down.
hit you.
I'm down.
So you take 8 damage twice. Both
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
down.
subtract. You can subtract soak from both.
Yeah,
so
I know, but that's
okay.
+10. That's 17. I'm down. I'm 5 over my wound threshold.
Let me go next.
Okay, so Walden collapses after being snicker-snacked by the tentacles. Who would like to go next then? Play a character.
Let me go next.
He's
Okay.
I
The
think
walking claws.
I have to. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, you. Yeah, never mind.
Gone.
Yeah, you're fine,
you
Vernon.
never
They were
know.
drawn away from you by Vuz so gallantly, who then
I'm
gallantly ran away.
gonna maneuver. Can I do one maneuver to get to Walden?
I would say yeah, because the ship kind of cleared out an area there, and he's only like half a distance away, so you can get to Walden with a maneuver. Yeah.
I'm gonna slap him with a medicine check.
Okay, so could you make a hard medicine check, please? Because he's over his
I
wound
would like
threshold.
to remove one of the difficulty.
Okay, take 2 strain. That's voluntary, so you have to take both strain for that.
You right. Is this
And
good?
because there is a setback because of the darkness. Yeah, Walden recovers 5 wounds.
No, he recovers
Three.
8 wounds.
8 wounds. 8 wounds, sorry. 8 wounds.
Get back up!
Strain. 8 wounds, 3 strain, and you can heal one of the crits as well. Probably the stinger, because it's the simplest.
Oh, I should have rolled crit for me dropping as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's roll a crit first and see what happens. And it's crit plus 20 because we haven't healed you yet. Thank you for reminding me. That's a 9. 29, that's not too bad. That is just a discouraging wound.
Yeah.
I flip one light side to a dark side.
Gosh dang it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, now you can recover 8 wounds.
Okay, and this
3 strain.
Yeah.
And an easy crit.
I am down to 9. I am back on my feet. Well,
And
I'm
recover
prone technically.
3 strain. And you can recover a. Sorry, I already recovered the strain for you. My bad.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
And then delete one of the crits, whichever one you like.
Yep.
Okay, just boop, gone. Okay, I have infinite crit cards, so don't worry about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're back up.
Then
Congratulations.
I'm gonna move back to the ship.
Take 2. So take 4 strain for all the stuff you just did there. Because that was all voluntary.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yep, you're back on the landing strip.
3 strain?
No, because it's all voluntary.
Oh, okay.
It's only if he rolls threat
Yeah.
or like some other thing happens that I tell him, but he's giving himself strain. Okay, so Vernon, what do you want to do?
Just move forward and shoot one of these nasty things.
Okay, so reminder, it's 2 maneuvers to get through the difficult terrain of the forest.
And you can only. Okay.
So you can only move short range of basically
2 maneuvers would
within
get to
short
me.
range.
2 maneuvers would get to me, right? Or it would get to where I was previously.
It's like here-ish.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
yeah.
And
so
I
that's how
can't
far...
take half that.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You can kind of take half of it, but it starts to get weird.
Okay.
So then if you want to shoot at whichever group you want to shoot at, you can see, if you mouse over, you can see how many there are in each group. Then basically take your pick. You can shoot at all of them. They're all going to be equally difficult to shoot at.
Yeah, then I will go for the ones that are on Waldron. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, they're engaged, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
they're
do
right
that.
next to him they're like on the side of the tree.
Just
Slap
shoot
him
Waldern.
down super hard if he does not die. If they don't die.
I can. By the time we come back around to my turn, I'll be able to run up.
Yeah.
be
All right.
fine,
I'll just
but
shoot these
inertia
guys
will not
closest
be.
to me.
Okay, you're gonna
Yeah.
shoot
Just
the
shoot them.
pair of two. Okay, cool. So yeah, make
Hey,
it.
I don't trust somebody. And
What?
what's that setback for? Is that darkness?
No, that's the dense foliage they're
Alright.
hiding in. It's basically cover. You can't see. Well, you can kind of see through it, but it's so dense you can't. Okay, so how much damage? That's 11, right?
That's 11.
And a crit, easy crit, yeah,
Yeah.
11 and a crit. Okay, so yeah, one of them just bolts. There's now only one left. You
Does
just
it
like,
evaporate?
dissolve.
Oh,
He dissolves part of it, and basically you don't have to spend the advantage on a crit if you don't want to. The damage is easily sufficient to make that
recover
one
some
bolt.
strain, big boy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll just recover some strain with that then.
Yep. Okay. And back at the top of round 2, the lights on the ship crash on, removing any effects of darkness. Who would like to go first?
Waldern.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am technically a half maneuver away, right?
You can just take aim. Yeah, so you can take one maneuver to get to the ship.
Okay.
Stem yourself.
I'm gonna take.
shoot and stem yourself, or shoot and get
Well,
on the ship.
I'm gonna get on the ship.
Okay, get on the ship.
I'm going to take a second maneuver to get into the ground buzzer from inside the ship, and I'm going to fire at the one that flew past me. Or actually, I'm going to fire at the. Can I fire at the one that's over by Vernon?
No, that one's through too. There's too much tree in the way.
Too much. So either one of these would be fine.
Yep, one of those two. One of those.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fire at one of these with that.
Don't forget to take 2 strain as well.
I'm gonna say over the comms, this place is awful.
Let me take that strain first, and then I'll get over there.
Yep. So the difficulty is just going to be easy with 1 setback.
You got it.
And then your ranged heavy skill.
It's
gunnery.
Yeah,
Sorry, gunnery.
Yeah,
it's
that's
gunnery.
what I thought.
Gunnery.
I was about to ask. Yeah.
And I'm going to upgrade that
one.
once.
You got it.
Despair.
If this gets a despair. Okay.
Blast.
One.
Okay, how much damage does
That's
damage
12,
does that do?
13 damage total, right there.
13. Yeah. So one of the one you which one are you shooting at? The one that
I'm shooting at the one that's right.
Yeah,
there.
that one's gone as well. It runs off into the. It just runs
Okay.
off.
Sorry,
Could
how
that
durable are
force-
these things?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if it's soak and stuff like that, they may be fine. They'll be close to death. Is probably where I imagine.
yes, basically they're close to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one just off into the trees.
Yeah.
NPCs.
For advantage.
For advantage. Yeah. What would you like to do with for
Yeah.
advantage?
I'm going to. My fire is so aggressive and thorough that I end up clearing out some of the debris that Vernon has to run through. So it's an easier run.
Yeah. So he doesn't even have to. It's not difficult terrain anymore. Definitely. Like
Yeah.
you basically chop down some trees, like machine gun your way through the trees. That seems reasonable. Okay. Now there's 4 of them to attack Vernon.
Oh no!
Hooray!
He's the only one left. He doesn't look particularly edible, but he keeps shooting at them, so they're not very happy.
I won't leave you behind, Vernon.
We
don't
don't
have
have
it?
repair patches on us. You know that.
I have like 8, 7,
Oh my god!
whatever. It's fine.
Okay, you have melee defense as well, correct?
I do, yes, and I'm also gonna
Okay.
dodge once.
Okay.
That dodge happens that whole
It lasts
round,
the whole
right?
round, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
then I'm
yeah,
gonna dodge twice.
Yeah.
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 I had no idea it lasted the whole round.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it does. It's not just against one attack.
it should,
Let
yeah.
me just double check. Dodge. When targeted by combat check, may dodge instead to suffer a number of strain, then upgrade the difficulty of the check by. Oh no, it's per
check.
attack
Okay.
against you.
You got it.
So do you just want to do it once then? Or you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
just gonna do it once.
Well, they can attack
Okay.
you twice.
4 times? There's 4 of them.
Well,
Yeah.
So they're going to attack with their hunting tentacles. And miss.
dodge.
This passes a boost along to one of the other ones.
All right,
are
and
you
I'm
gonna
gonna dodge again. Yeah.
Okay, that's another 2 strain.
No, it's just 1.
A 1, sorry. This one deals 6 damage.
All right.
Let me just double check. Yep, 6 damage. But as it attacks you, it realizes you're not actually edible. And it just kind of, it just leaves.
There is a
It's just
brain
like,
in there.
This
But the
sucks.
others don't realize, so they keep attacking. There's still 2 more to attack you.
And that's another dodge.
So that is now 7.
And I
7.
am down.
Wait, he got
Wait,
knocked
no, I
unconscious.
did the wrong. I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm still fine.
Uh-huh.
That
It
was
has
good.
1 advantage, so it's just going to pass a boost. It also realizes that you're not edible. There's still one that doesn't realize that you're not edible because it didn't hit you. And this final one is going to attack with all the same stuff because the boost got passed along. And it misses and has a threat. What would you like the threat to do with it?
It hurts its tentacle. It just
Okay.
sprains its tentacle and it's really unhappy about it.
Yep, no problem. It's not very happy, but it still kind of wants to eat you, even though it doesn't realize you're not edible. Okay, so that character's turn.
I'm getting in the ship.
You bolt for the ship, leaving Arnott on his own in the jungle.
And you know what? Forget
They don't know he's a thing.
Arnott, roll this way.
And I'm gonna take a shot at the closest awful thing. Actually, is it the only one remaining, or did the others stick around?
There's 2 left. There are 2 left.
Okay. And so that would be an easy with a setback.
Yep, because of the cover they're in.
All right.
And yeah, you just eviscerate that one. I would say
thought
that's
he was
actually enough.
hungry.
I think that's enough to. Yeah, that's enough to. No, not quite enough to kill it, but that one
Oh,
just
seriously.
skitters off into the forest.
All right,
I mean, that's
and
what. Yeah, not
Sure,
quite
there
enough.
is.
Very close though. And it skitters off into the forest. And who else would like to go? There's 2 PCs left.
Let's get Arnott over here.
Yeah, I'll just go. I'm gonna calm Arnott and tell him he should wheel his way
He takes-
over.
He takes 2 maneuvers and gets there.
Is that my action, or is that
That would be your maneuver.
that's my maneuver? Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot Arboreal Octopus. Our
Okay.
boy, the real octopus.
I'll have to send you guys the pictures of this thing afterwards.
I looked it up because I was
What's it
confused if
called?
this Arboreal Octopus, like tree octopus, not the hoax version. If you look up on Wikipedia, there is a picture, and it is something.
I'll just drop it in the Discord there for everybody.
That's phenomenal.
Uh,
Can we take one?
oh, there's only one left, and it's about to be shot.
It's about to be shot with a disruptor pistol. It's
What's
not
the?
surviving
Is
this.
that short or medium?
Yeah.
That's short.
Short is fine, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. It's all very dense and complicated. And
Is there a
messy.
setback then?
Yeah, because there is still some
All right.
cover that it's in. It's still in the trees.
This is all correct.
Yep, that looks fine to me.
I should probably eat at some
Yep.
point today. I'm getting lightheaded.
That's okay, because the final octopus skitters off into
Oh,
the trees.
I meant to pick him up
And-
and knee him into the ship.
Arnott makes his way back into the ship. You guys are all on the ship. You made it. You survived.
First, can we get IT to tell us the value of these bars
I'm closing the
that we have done? Like, that's everything we've done. We almost died to a ladder to get these bars, IT, so.
It appears that each of these, let me see, in total you have 33 bars. On average, they're worth, he like beeps a bit. It appears you have 50,000 credits or so worth of...
50,000, that's it?
50,000. That's quite a lot.
How much is your debt to Athacam, everyone?
About
I
20,
mean-
I think. Although I don't think that's really relevant anymore. They are trying to kill us.
I should mention to all of you that that is taking into account Riom's cut of this salvage.
That's taking into account Riom's cut?
Yes, in total, the value is about 100,000 credits.
All right, so now what we need to know is, what do you know about this cybernetics lady?
I'm afraid I do not know much about Kratala, except that she is a well-regarded cybernetics expert who likes to blend old and new technology to create...
Hey, Vernon,
exotic
you're a
cybernetics.
droid. What if we take off its head? Will we learn more about it then?
I disagree
I'm
with
not
this course of action.
mechanically inclined. You would have to talk to the short one.
I'm gonna put my hand on its head very gently.
Like Bane.
Do you feel in charge?
Are you threatening the droid now?
Yes.
We can show IT the cybernetic piece we got and say, is this enough for Rion to understand the cybernetics that was?
Well, it certainly seems like some of Gratala's cybernetics. However, if she is alive, it would be worth much more to you if you found her.
Did we scan anything that would look that we should like re-examine? Does anyone think she was still at that camp or at this part of the ship?
The camp was long abandoned.
Yeah, the camp was long abandoned. The only other places that we haven't really seen are the other YT-1300 and the engine area, which has the engineering section in that part of the ship, correct?
Yes.
So we haven't been down there, which could more than likely hold a lot of equipment that could be used to build cybernetics.
We're all about to be like turbo dead, so we might need to take a couple days of rest and like do some passive flyover scanning for anything else that we might be able to see, like 1 or 2 days even, to fix
That
ourselves.
sounds like an excellent suggestion, Fuzz.
And then we can figure out that on the next episode of Edge of Despair. And then Fuzz looks strangely off to a corner where there's nothing going on.
So before you basically, in terms of sleeping, the horrific sounds of the jungle make it difficult to sleep easily. So if you could all make an easy discipline check upgraded once, this is literally part of the module. Make an easy discipline check upgraded once to determine if you manage to sleep soundly on the ship. So that you're rolling against 1 challenge die. There you go. You have a good night's sleep and recover all of your strain and 1 wound. Okay. Who was that?
That was me. Who did you expect?
You are just sitting in bed, just like in the cockpit, just watching things fly past, and you're just like,
A tentacle just drapes across.
and you fail to get any. You're not able to get any sleep.
Is exhaustion a thing in this game?
Yeah, I mean, your strain threshold is reduced by 2. Who is that?
That was me, Vernon.
Okay, yeah, you don't manage to power down either. You have 2 advantage, so you can still recover 2 strain.
Yeah, I'm going to recover 2
Did you say my strain threshold is reduced by 2?
For
Yes.
sleeping, I am
That's
going
on
to...
top of the 2 that I have right now, right? So my strain threshold is 4. 4 reduced by 4. From
Reduced
the
by 4, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so...
Actually, the
I'm
obligation is
exhausted
out
now.
right now. Like, the obligation isn't worrying you right now. You've been on Chogana long enough. It's left your mind, so you're at 10. Okay. And sorry, who's this? Who was that roll? Has anyone roll? Is this?
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
I just was setting it up so you can resolve that. I'm going to reduce my strain by 1 because the obligation is gone. I was marking it with 1, so rather than reducing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just in case anyone watching thinks I'm cheating there.
There you go. You have a good night's sleep. You recover all of your strain and 1 wound.
And before sleeping, I do use 3 more repair patches.
And recover 9 wounds.
Thar, can I have one of those stim packs back?
Just sleeps calmly.
She's just fast asleep. Oh, okay. The next morning, you see your scanner blinks.
Oh, fuck.
The Night Flyer, the Year clan ship, roars overhead and lands on the beach near your vessel.
Oh no, it's the Yeehaw clan!
These fucking yeehaws.
We'll resolve that next time. On the edge
Why
of
do you have
despair.
16 wounds, little dude?
Because I fucking yeeted myself down a turbo lift. Then I got bit by some things and aggroed them to me.
Okay, let's see how much XP you guys got for this session.
It's an awful.
this-
So
the
how much
episode-
XP is a ladder worth, Bob?
Okay, you survived the Cybernexu assault. You searched the main hall.
We
So
yeeted the
you got-
Cybernexu assault. Okay.
I would say you got 20 XP. Because you guys went into the vault as well, which is very impressive.
I thought that was
I
what we
was-
were supposed to do in the first place.
Oh no, the vault
Yeah.
is actually entirely optional, and the actual adventure supplement is written to assume that you do not in fact go to the vault.
We are just-
I feel like the bridge was where we got off track there when it collapsed around me, and then like I was
the
just
bridge-
assuming she was working out of the vault, and that when we got there,
Yeah,
that was
that
what we were
was-
doing.
That was my
Oh, goodness,
assumption as
no.
well, actually.
Goodness no. Anyway, let's find out what happens next time. And Corey should eat something.
Yeah, I should. I was gonna make ham, but that's gonna take an hour, and I am so hungry right now. But yeah, so
Here's a who.
we're probably not going to come to a conclusion on when the next episode is actually going to be right now, because it is getting into the holiday season. So we'll figure that out, and I'll have it in the stream schedule as soon as we know what's going on, even if it's not for that week. But it'll probably be within a week that we find out. But either way, I'm going to be streaming a lot over the next 2 to 3 weeks anyways. So there will be plenty of other content to watch and enjoy on Corey Loses. But for now, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for joining me, Avidon Halians. And
Yeah, it was good.
remember, folks, keep an eye on those goddamn ladders. You can't trust them.
Sliver, it's like we were playing Battlefield with how much you kept dying and falling down.
Ladders and legends.